Hello everyone. Welcome in. We've got an interesting late night action here on the Sporty stream. How y'all doing? My name is Sporty FC, and I hope you all are doing well here. This evening, it's a Friday evening. It's a late night. A lot of matches are about to happen, and I promise you all, you will be excited. We have two matches coming up. A best of 5 here between In the Rough and Nohit Esports, and following that, a semi-final match of the Golden Cup Season 3 3v3s. Anti-Chaos Strikers Gold, Golden Iron Sports Black, and that will be a best of 7, which means it'll be a little bit longer, but again, start with this best of 5 here, In the Rough, Nohit Esports. Pretty standard match here. We've seen a lot of Skyward Series action before on this stream. This is no different, but these two teams both have some pretty strong records. In the Rough, currently 3-2. They are number 10. Mind, this is an 18-team group, actually. They are the number 10 seed coming out of that. Meaning that if they can just do a little bit better, maybe they can get themselves into the top 4. Again, the top 4, reminder, make it into that main event automatically. Nohit Esports is one of those teams. In fact, they're the number 4 ranked team, as they have a 4-1 record. They've only lost 2, winning for Dakota, which is a team that it has not lost yet. So for Nohit Esports, they've had a pretty good season. If they didn't run into winning for Dakota, I think very likely they could be 5-0 at this point of the season. As we are, again, quickly approaching our match start time here. As again, reminder, these teams have, again, a lot to prove here. Everybody's making the playoffs for these groups, but you want to be the best you can. As again, reminder, Nohit Esports, they lost to winning for Dakota. In the Rough, their losses actually were the last 2 weeks they played against Valhalla Death Wish, which was a team that is currently ranked number 7. Again, one of their losses actually coming to winning for Dakota. So that really strong team. And Striker Ronin, another pretty interesting team, but they are actually ranked 11th. So Striker Ronin, a more difficult loss there for In the Rough. It's probably something to do with a playstyle difference. It's usually what it takes for a win like that to happen. Even so, it's very tough to be consistent for 8 whole weeks. Again, we'll be getting excited for this one here, because really a lot of action. And a reminder after this, we have that semi-final match for the Golden Cup, so it stays very interesting here. You won't want to miss any of the action. As prediction poll is live. Reminder, we are actually sticking here. I decided, I thought to myself a little bit before actually going live, I was like, should I go back to the 5-minute time that we usually do going up to match start time? We stick with the 10 minutes. And I thought, and I decided, you know what, it's not, you know what, it will help you all out as well if we go that extra 5 minutes. So we are going to go with, again, a 5-minute count, the 10-minute counter. So we'll give you, again, you have 10 minutes, meaning 5 minutes past match start time will be when this match poll closes. Again, a huge match. As I should also say, before we get into this action, really, thank you all so much for all the support. We are almost at 1,600 followers here on Twitch, almost 400 on X, or Twitter, whatever you call it. Again, we're getting very close. We actually only need one more follower for here on Twitch to get to 1,600, and for X, we only need one more follower there to get to 400. So again, we're gonna hit that mark, I would assume, within like the next day or two. The next day or two, maybe, we'll be hitting that follower mark on both these platforms. So again, thank you all so much for the support. Thank you to the orgs that have partnered with me, and specifically the ones that I am still on: Team Ignition, X35 Esports, New Age Gaming. To everybody out there that books me, thank you to all of you that watch and follow along. It means so much to me to have all of the support as we continue growing here on this stream. Of course, again, you are watching. Thank you all so much for your support, your continued support. You really are what makes this stream go round. I wouldn't be doing this if there weren't people that kept saying, hey, we want more. And of course, I am here for that. Again, thank you all so much. Again, a reminder, 400 followers on, almost 400 followers on X. We just need one more. Only one more follower needed for Twitch before we hit 1,600 here. So again, it's just some huge milestones. Never thought we'd actually even get that. I always say that about every single milestone, but I never thought we'd ever, you know, grow to this amount. But here we are, you know, and also on YouTube, again, thank you all so much for actually hitting 100. I know we hit 100 subs a while ago, but again, thank you so much. In fact, we're actually about to hit 400 videos on YouTube, which, great milestone. Love to have that happen. Again, Almost hitting. This is actually gonna be, once this is uploaded, this will be video number 400. Again, huge milestone. 400 videos total. Again, since that YouTube channel is almost entirely Twitch VODs, I think this will be considered VOD number 399. We have one video there that isn't. It is my montage video. But again, video 400 for YouTube. So again, a huge milestone. We're going to be hitting all these milestones that are pretty close to each other. Which, again, very grateful for that. Thank you all so much. As we are just approaching it, I want to, hopefully we can get to all those milestones at around the same time. I think we are as well, because all I need is one follower here on Twitter, on Twitch, we get the 1600. One on X, we get the 400. And obviously this one more video uploaded to YouTube, we get the 400 videos. So again, thank you all so much for all the support. As again, you guys don't want to hear me talking about this. You want to hear about this series. And again, we have a series coming up to you in the rough. And no hit. This is a 2v2, so these teams, well, they have 3. I can tell you who no hit plays. They play Bronze and Ripstick, and Ripstick specifically. Last time I saw him was when he played Winning for Dakota. He was a very strong player, a diamond in the rough. Although, to be fair, that series was full of incredible players. Even Bronze, you gotta say, even though he's not the guy who's gonna be on that scoreboard, he's gonna be scoring all the goals. Gotta watch him too. And 2 is so much about that shooting, especially in the Challenger League. Ripstick's got some very strong shooting, so see him look to continue that. As now we are preparing for this match in the rough, represented by Typo, Platini, and Brewer Dog. We'll see which of those players going on in. As okay, we got no hit in here. We got Bronze and Ripstick, so we have the 2 players from that match. Sorry, from their team in the lobby. Just waiting on Platini and Brewer Dog might be the ones playing. I actually don't know. It might be, who would be? It would be. Actually, it's probably going to be Typo Platini, but we'll see. Brewdog is the one who's receiving the match info, so it proved to be informational. As we are waiting again for these 2 teams to be on in. As soon as they're both in the lobby, we're good to go. Or again, we're under best of 5. We have 2 matches, so we're going to have one right after this. The action only gets more intense as we keep going here in the Sportiest stream. And again, in the rough, 3 and 2. No hit, 4 and 1. Both these teams having lost last week. In the rough actually lost the last 2 weeks. So all these teams started out 3 and 0. They've had a little more difficulties in the middle of the season. Now that we're approaching the end of the season, they want to get themselves back up to a good record. And again, reminder, well, everybody will make the playoffs for this league, since it is 16 teams and top 20 make it. Unlike, I believe, the other league that's closest number is the Premier League. That is 18 teams and only top 10 make it. So again, interesting ruling. But again, right now for the playoffs, it is open to everybody. I think this was one of those leagues that had like 20 or so teams starting off, and a lot of them like forfeited for doing this, but whatever it is, again, just waiting on in the rough here. As we are hearing, I just need a minute here. As we are hearing from Brewer Dog, they're joining in any moment, so again, we don't mind waiting a couple minutes. They have, you know, the rules say they have up to 15 minutes past match start time. I doubt we're going to need much of that time to everybody here in the lobby, as again, it's in the rough and no hit Esports. Again, an exciting matchup. 2 teams that are, I think, ready for the action, and I'm ready too. Again, 2v2s. But I love 2v2s. Yeah, although we haven't seen Winning for Dakota Striker yet, ever since ever since they reverse swept, actually, haven't had them on the stream. I'm hoping we get them on soon enough, because I do like those teams. They've been on the stream before. They're fun teams. Yeah, no hit. They only lost coming to no hit. They only lost coming to Winning for Dakota. I think that was a sweep as well, which was quite impressive, because no hit at that point was the only undefeated team left. Except for Winning for Dakota, they're the only 2 undefeated teams. So again, pretty incredible for them to do that. And we are just waiting here. Or in the rough, they are going to be joining any moment. We'll see who they play. Ready to get things started. Again, if you all don't know me, I'm SportyFC. Again, my Twitter is SportyFC, my YouTube is SportyFC, my X is @SportyFCRL. I cast Rocket League matches like this all the time. So if you guys are new, welcome in. Nice to see you all. I do this very often, so hopefully again you all stick around for what's to come. Again, we got 2 matches tonight. Start with this best of 5. We'll move to a best of 7. As yes, Slepless, this is going to be a good match, Slepless. In the rough, Nohit Esports, I'm really excited for this one. Because again, for both these teams, at this point in the season, they're both still really strong contenders. They both were very good contenders, kind of front runners at the start of the season. Obviously, as time's gone by, they both had their own losses. Nohit losing to winning for Dakota in the rough, making a very notable loss to Valhalla Deathwish last week. There's another team that I think is really good that is going to make a good run. Definitely interesting, and again, a lot of these teams want to get into that top 4. Nohit's currently there. In the rough is number 7. They're not that far out. Again, prediction poll still live. Make sure you get your votes in. See who you think will take it. Nohit are the favorites. They have to prove that they continue that kind of fate, and we are just waiting here. And we are just waiting for them here. As again, we heard from Brewdog that in the rough is going to be maybe a minute too late. They are here though. It's going to be Brewdog and Platini. Meaning, I believe actually that's their captain who's not playing. Typo's not playing. That's their captain. Whereas for Nohit, they do have their starting roster, so that makes things even more interesting. Or maybe this is their starting roster. Who knows? Whatever it is, best of 5 in the rough on the blue. Nohit Esports on the orange. Challenger 2v2s, both teams with some incredibly strong records. They want their season to continue, and will be Nohit Esports who get the first strike. And of course, it's Ripstick who gets it. He is known for his goal-scoring prowess. In fact, both players on Nohit are known for it, and they're both using Dominus cars. Domini? That multiple Dominus, whatever it is. They both use Dominus cars, and those cars are known for their power. Nohit Esports, what a start in this series. They want to continue as Ripstick, Bouncer, Brewdog doesn't get contact on that one. Ripstick still challenging, trying to shoot on Platini, but Nohit Esports didn't get the target there, but with them being 1 goal up, they're forcing in the rough to now play at their level. Forcing them to play maybe even a little faster than what they'd want to, knowing that they are down. Although, with so much time remaining in the rough, they'll get goals at some point, just depends when they'll get their goals. As Brewdog's shot goes high, Platini trying to keep it, but it is collected by Ripstick. Nohit Esports trying a much more dribble-based game. I remember when I saw them play against winning for Dakota, they didn't like to take things up in the air very much. There are a lot of teams that love to do that. I think one of the ones that you'll recognize the most that does that is S17A Theatrics, who have been on this, who are an all-star 2v2 team. They're a team that loves to go in the air. A lot of these challenger teams, very different. They don't want to take those kind of chances. They'll stick to the ground as Bronze and his butterfly decal. I love the decals some of these guys use. They'll try to get that one clear. Now Bronze still with it. Brewdog just sends it away. Nohit Esports still leading by 1. A low-scoring start to this series. Generally speaking, with 2v2s, if they start low scoring, they're not gonna end that way. They're gonna end with a lot of goals going in. If they start high scoring, sometimes it goes the other way. It feels like it's how 2v2s go. If teams start out playing really aggressively, they're just trying to get their defenses ready, and then once they do, nobody can beat. And then they're not getting their defenses in a good position. Teams need to find ways to break through it. It's kind of a tug of war, a back and forth with how many goals will be scored and how many won't. Nohit Esports doing well here to keep control. Bronze, the preset stopped by Brewdog. Jump from Ripstick. Nohit Esports trying to go down the field. Ripstick, maybe some space. 50 with Platini. Does go wide. Nohit Esports still searching. Only 1 goal so far. We're watching as both of these teams kind of taking shots at each other, but nothing having gone in after that first play from Nohit. And you can even see, even on that goal from Nohit, it wasn't the first shot that went in, it was the second effort. Okay, we're going to have to see a lot more of that from these teams. As Brewdog, that's not a very good touch. Ripstick almost took that away from him. Nohit now, Bronze. That's a good touch, but that's gone wide. And Platini will clear. Maybe a chance for a dribble. Ripstick. Whatever Platini was trying to do there. Ripstick saw right through it. Now Ripstick down the other way. Brewdog doesn't have it. Ripstick. Oh no, Brewdog. Oh, he's just stone cold. Brewdog. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Nohit Esports get their second goal. Maybe not the way they anticipated, but I mean, at this point in the game, you kind of need that second goal. You've been tied for so long, just like pull yourself back. And well, it is quite a strange goal with Brewdog having just put a ball that was going well wide of his net in the back of his own net. Nohit Esports won't mind. That's a second goal here. Is now Ripstick gets the block. Platini 50-50'd. Platini over to Brewdog, midfield. Oh, he did not jump the right way. He kind of forgot his card positioning there, and he flipped backwards instead of forwards. Nohit Esports still keeping a shutout here, but for how long? Off the back wall, Brewdog, and that's another chance that he should be trying to put on net. Nohit Esports missing the target more than once here. Brewdog, maybe a third attempt. That's gone and hit the post. I'm glad he's going for these bumps. We haven't seen a lot of that. We'd love to see in the rough trying to change things up here, as now Brewdog looking for Platini. Bonds has the block in the rough. They're going to want those chances back, because that was three straight shots from Brewdog. That should have been on target. That should have been better. He missed all three of them. Platini not past Ripstick. And now a jumping challenge from Bronze. Platini still getting in the way. In the rough. Want a goal back. No hit. Not really scoring a lot here. Meaning that for the in the rough team, they can come back. And that's a great start to do it. Platini with it. Brewdog, I believe, actually went and got that bump on the goal line there. Oh, he definitely did. He got Bronze out of the way. Platini will score that. The first goal of the series for in the rough. And things are looking more hopeful for this team now with a little over a minute remaining. All you need is a second goal. This game has been quiet. Brewdog right off the kickoff. That's number 2. Now, there's less than a minute. The kickoff going completely in the way of in the rough. Bronze tried to guess on which way it was going. He thrust it in Ripstick to hit it that way. The ball stayed neutral. And in the rough, who took a more defensive, not as aggressive approach on the kickoff, would be favored. You know how good these teams are. I'm not surprised this game is going to be this close. There's no hit. Ripstick completely misses his chance, and Platini will look for the clear. Ripstick doesn't complete it. Now Bronze beat by Platini. Is that dipping in off the bar? And there we go. The follow-up from Platini. In the rough. Lead by 1. And it's Platini now with his second goal. A huge 2-goal comeback. They now have the go-ahead goal number 3. That can take the lead here in game 1 in the rough. Trying to end their, their losing streak here. Their losing streak of 2 straight weeks. Nohit Esports trying to not create their own losing streak, but there's Platini again! He just doesn't leave, and at this point, in the rough have found something that has worked, and I think for them it's just being annoying. Getting in the faces of Nohit Esports, whether it be bumps, whether it be challenges like that, whether it be just getting in the way in any way possible. That's what in the rough is doing, that's how they're finding success. And now, maybe another one from Platini. Ripstick blocks that. Nohit Esports, who were comfortably in the lead just a few moments ago, now have to clamber to get that lead back. Platini with the clear. No boost remaining. Bronze. Platini try to challenge. Oh, and a miss there from Brewdog, but time has expired. No, he didn't even really challenge. Bronze trying to keep it up here off the corner. Platini will get that final touch in the rough. Have game 1, a huge comeback in the start. They are the ones who currently have that series advantage. But I must say, again, for Nohit Esports, it feels like that offense of theirs never really had the moments to really shine here. 9 shots to 2. Nohit Esports scored on both of them, sure, but they needed to do a little better. Actually, they didn't score on both of them. Ripstick got his second goal because of an own goal. Again, the shooting from Nohit. They're a pretty strong team when it comes to shooting, but see few shots. That's going to be how you shut these guys down. Is just letting that offense be a shadow of what it could be in the rough. Fully aware and taking advantage. That will conclude the first game of the series, but oh, there's going to be a lot more. as in the rough look to try to continue this kind of start of good fortune. Not really even fortune, they created their own chances. A lot of it came to them just kind of midway through the game, making a huge switch to just be more aggressive. They especially with their challenges, they went more aggressively. They, instead of waiting to see what Nohit was going to do, they instead told Nohit that they weren't going to let them do what they wanted. Well, that is a more proactive style, and generally one that you want to have happen. I guess Nohit, if I'm letting them shoot is not a bad idea. You can then counter with your own shots, but teams usually find ways to be proactive, as that's an amazing start off the crossbar. Bronze with the read. And Bronze, I can't believe he followed up his own touch here. The ability to know, hey, that's going to bounce right to me. I don't know how he got that, but he read that perfectly. 5 seconds in. Nohit Esports, very similar to Game 1. A quick start with 1 goal. But again, it's after that quick start that really is where the questions begin here for them. They need a lot more goals than just 2 in a game, especially a lot more than just 2 shots. It's Bronze here, back to Ripstick. Challenged by Plotany. It's Brewdog. It's that back wall. Plotany is jumping. I don't know if he wanted that redirect or what, but that's not ever happening. He's just not in the right position, as Brewdog didn't get the read there. Demo, Ripstick off the corner. The shot coming from Bronze. Brewdog has missed that one. A lot of panic from in the rough. And a play where Nohit isn't even challenging. Just see how much respect maybe they have for what Nohit can do. They know Nohit has an offense to be scared of. Yet still, in the rough, finding breakthroughs. Brewdog, ever shot, he didn't have boost for it. Bronze now able to get back using his supersonic speed to get that one away. Now Plotany coming in. Ripstick doesn't recover very well. Brewdog can get around that. Midfield for Plotany. Brewdog actually gonna get it. 3 players jumped. 2 of them missed, but the third one had the final say. Brewdog by himself. The pass gets through Plotany and Bronze. And a lot of panic in front of this net for seemingly innocuous plays. And you do worry that if they're panicking at that, what happens if these teams start to hold possession against each other? That could make things... That can make already this kind of jumpy defense even worse, as in the rough, finding more offense. Around the corner. Midfield. Brewdog. Oh, I think he thought that... No, he was going to get that one. He did not get the touch there. Plotany still challenging. Trying to get over Bronze. Brewdog waiting. Jumping really slowly. He does get a piece of it. Plotany now gets past Bronze. Open net for Plotany. Just needs to stare it down. In the face. In the rough. Just like last game. It's not a great start, but they definitely want to finish off this battle. And now at Esports, just feel inferior. Especially in just the fact that they just cannot get offense. They aren't comfortable with how In the Rough is challenging. They want space. They want teams to give them opportunities. In the Rough is not going to do that. As now, Brewdog, maybe a chance for a third. Blocked by Ripstick as Plotany moving back. He's also ran into Ripstick. Bronze, who almost didn't jump up in time. Did not expect Plotany to challenge there In the Rough again. All about those aggressive challenges. Not giving Nohit Esports a second to breathe. That's how they kind of catch them. That's a good shot, but a great save from Bronze as he has to recollect to that post. Plotany still on it. It's around 1 now towards the net. Bronze, does he have it? Yes, he does. Another great block by Bronze. In the rough still there. Brewdog, midfield for Plotany. That's back post and in. What a shot from Plotany. Just completely unexpected. You see him coming in with this kind of pace and you think, oh, he's going to put power on it. Yeah, quite the opposite there as he just puts in placement. Seeing the front post covered and decides to go a little bit riskier, I think, on the back post. He could have just tried to force that in. But no, he wanted that placement. He wanted to make sure that was going to be a goal. He knew it. He put that one back post in the rough. Again, finding so much success here in Game 2. Plotany. Oh, what a fake. One-on-one with Bronze. Wants the 50. Couldn't dunk him. Bronze was able to wait out that challenge. Now he can get past Brewdog. That's an aerial from Bronze. That's number 2 for Nohit Esports. It really makes this rough here for Brewdog. That's going right over his head. It's the point where your camera looks straight up. You just don't know where it is. It's really tough to control your car because you aren't at your usual frame of focus on your car. And you can see just how slowly he jumped for it. Was waiting until he could really understand where he was in proportion to the ball. You gotta jump earlier than that, especially when you want to make that challenge there. Nohit Esports are gonna make him pay as Brewdog trying to recover. Ripstick with a block there. By boosting the dream. We'll have the pad, a flick. That one stopped by Plotany, and Brewdog will clear it away in the rough, having to contend with the Nohit Esports offense that Has done so well as Plotny's missed. Oh, Brewdog coming to help him out. Plotny looked really casual going for that one, and a little too casual because he nearly cost his team a goal. As Brewdog kept out, Ripstick. That's number 3. Nohit Esports making a comeback. And Brewdog here. I don't know why he jumped so early for that. He really wanted that one out, and it felt like he just wanted the ball out of defense faster than having control, and you just can't do that. In that kind of a situation, you have time. It's one of the toughest things for C1, C2 players to recognize. One of the things that, if they are good at, that's usually what means they can get to C3, is knowing when you have time to wait for challenges, to wait for collecting the ball. Many players want to play fast instead. It's better sometimes just to wait and make sure you have control. As Ripstick. Brewdog trying to pre-jump him low shot, but Plotny is there. They're forcing Ripstick to make a less than strong shot there as Bronze is touched. Brewdog half-lipping, but Ripstick down the field. I thought he was looking for Bronze there for a moment, but Bronze left the field. Now Plotny one-on-one. He might actually look just for the bump there. Bronze gets a clear. Brewdog actually overcommitted. Nohit Esports didn't transition. As Ripstick off the back. Brewdog really jumping early on that. Again, the panic from in the rough. Specifically Brewdog, it feels like he jumps so early. There's so many touches that I think he has time for. A lot of those touches are weaker than what they could be if he just waited for an opportunity. Waited to see what would happen. He's now midfield again. Ripstick! That's scary! Brewdog doesn't jump immediately there, and you can only see he makes that save. In the rough, having to contend in the backfield. Ripstick across the net. Plotny. 2 touches, just trying to keep the ball away. Ripstick. 1-on-2. Brewdog. Come from the net. Keep it out. 30 seconds. No goals in a while, but Plotny will find it there! In the rough. Goes the tried and true. It worked in game 1. They get the bumps back. Bronze bumped out of the way by Brewdog, and it's Plotny who finds net. Brewdog kind of the brute enforcer. And it's Plotny who can put in those deft touches to put it on target where no no-hit player can reach it. And they're off now in the lead. Game 2. Could be theirs as long as they can hold on to it. Bronze off the corner. Brewdog. That touch. Going backwards off the ceiling. Ripstick. Maybe a chance to shoot. Plotny. Block. Kept high. In comes Bronze! 3 seconds on the clock. Nohit Esports. Clutch when it matters most. Plotny panicked there, and Bronze noticed the opportunity, and he took it. The aerial game from Nohit Esports has been a far stronger game than what in the rough have given. We are tied once again. Kept up off the kickoff. Maybe a chance for one more gasp. Bronze couldn't get under it. Game 2 goes to golden goal overtime. In the rough, Nohit Esports. 2 teams that, again, I think have equal opportunities to beat each other. And down to some very close matchups, some very important goals, some even, again, a couple important saves. Who's going to have that play? Plotny, on a 1v2. Bronze keeps it out. Some of these goals come from second efforts, so what I think is really going to be necessary for these teams is to commit 2 players upfield. These solo plays aren't going to be what it is. What works here is Ripstick's shot. Cleared by Plotny away is in the rough now. Maybe chance for throw on Bronze. That's not a very good touch. In comes Plotny. Brewdog overcommits his flick there. Just trying to keep that ball away from no hits. But Bronze still challenges. Plotny. Clear. Can't get the second. Ripstick will rip that one. Nohit Esports have game 2. We're tied at 1 each. And the game's so close. We're in the rough. The mistake they've made this game has been just being so jumpy. They jump early. They jump too early. And I think they don't realize just how much time they actually have for these at any moment. So often, a lot of these touches that give that ball away, they could have kept it for a couple more seconds. And they would have made a much better touch against no hit. If they start doing that a little more, if they start recognizing that they have time in front of their net, they might start to really destroy this Nohit Esports offense. Because this one, Nohit Esports, a huge step up. They had 2 shots last game. This time, they have now septupled it? Sextupled it? Whatever it is, they multiplied it by 6. They have 12 shots. Hextupled it, maybe. Whatever it is, I don't really mind. Here we go. In the rough. Nohit Esports tied at 1 each. This could be a huge turning point in this series. Nohit Esports have been able to unlock the keys to success here. Game 1, they felt kind of slow. Now, Game 2, they came back. They kept that scoring up as Platini. Maybe a double. Oh, it goes in, but not by Platini. And again, the demo is so important. Look at this from Brewerdog. Flicks it, and lets Platini just do it himself. Look at that demo play. Gets rid of bronze. Ripstick accidentally puts it in his own net, but it's off of a force play from in the rough to get that net to where they like it. First time this series, the early goal scored by the blue side. Is in the rough. Now just needs to hold it, but I mean, you know that's not going to happen. They're not going to hold this kind of a goal lead for very long. If they need to get that second goal, an important second goal it would be. Especially again, if Nohit, if they can start getting that scoring going themselves early, they'll find many chances, and I think they'll really start to feel again for a lot of these teams. You just need to score first, just to kind of get yourself going. First goal can be such a huge hurdle for a lot of teams to overcome. As Platini dribbles it, still time for Platini. Make it around bronze. He's done that. Now trying to get through Ripstick, but Ripstick stands strong. Nohit Esports covering the back ball. Bronze shot. Platini will block and in the rough. One thing that I have been impressed by from in the rough is been their ability to kind of read each other on defense. They don't really double commit all that often. It's really easy to do so. And now open net. Platini has a goal here. That's his second. Platini has been the goal-scoring prowess for in the rough. This one, again, comes off a bump. Bronze got bumped by Brewerdog, and Platini, with an open half of the field to work with, won't miss his target. Quite a big one as well. In the rough, doubled their lead to 2. As bounce off the corner, Ripstick. No clear in the rough. Ooh, Brewerdog had a chance to shoot there, but he missed his opportunity. Brewerdog has not really had all that impressive shooting so far this series. It's really been him. Just kind of seeing if Platini can score the goals. And admittedly, Platini, he has done pretty well at that, so not too much for Brewerdog, although that's an open net. Brewerdog won't miss that. Free one here for Brewerdog. 3 goals from the rough, and Nohit Esports, having worked so hard to get that win in Game 2, having got overtime to do it. Now in Game 3, it feels like all that they've worked towards is crumbling around them. Now for Nohit, the question is, can they even come back in this game? Can they even rebound from this? From Game 1, it came from a comeback, but it was still close. This game, having signs of not being that close after all. Although there's still time for them. Ripstick, blocked by Platini. Brewerdog off of the, again, another demo, this time on bronze. Gets the open space, and in the rough, using so many demos to open up room. It's so useful in 2v2s. If you don't use demos in your gameplay, you better start adding them, because that's what demos can do here in a game like this. It really is just, it just opens up so much space. That's Platini. Trying to find that bottom corner. Ripstick won't let it. Now Ripstick, with some time, trying to see if he can catch Brewerdog in a mistake. He actually wants that second touch. I think that's a little early there from Ripstick. Instead, I think he should have waited, because you're not going to be hitting that second touch in. It's just really difficult. Even at a Premier level, that's a difficult shot. This is Challenger. These players are not nearly as mechanical as those players in that GC2, GC3 league. Again, patience, I think, is something that both these teams could probably learn from. Jumping so early for everything, just recognizing that you have time to dribble it. Playing fast isn't always the right answer. This one, stopped by Ripstick. Platini. Be looking for a dribble. He's got the first touch. Flip resets. I don't think he got enough on that one, but Platini trying to scare Nohit into submission. So far in the rough, have done pretty well. It's keeping Nohit Esports away. Nohit still on 0 goals. Not many shots either. And I can count 2 from bronze, and I don't know how many we have from Ripstick. We'll see. And 0 from Ripstick. Only 2 shots here from Nohit Esports. Although Ripstick, is that his first? No, it's not. It is wide for Esports. And again, if Ripstick specifically has no shots, is a worrying sign for Nohit, because he is the guy that I really look at as being the guy who needs to get goals for this team. As Bronze wants to clear. Ooh, a team bump from in the rough. Chance now for Nohit Esports to make an attack. Ripstick waiting. Now it's his turn as that bump comes through in the rough. And to play a little bit back here. Ripstick look over one off the back wall. Brewerdog gets it clear. The rough again. That team bump really was quite a scary situation, but Nohit didn't really look like they wanted the challenge. They looked like they were just willing to kind of let them off the hook, which is not something that you should be doing, especially when you're down by 3. And this time, you need to get goals, and if a mistake comes, you better make the most of it, because they're not going to come often with, you know, 30 seconds left now. Ripstick. Platini. In the rough trying to find number 4. Bronze jumping. Platini. In the rough, keeping the shutout. Could be the first game of the series to where Nohit doesn't score, but there's 10 seconds left. Down the field, Ripstick. Has he put it on? No, he hasn't. And he hasn't even got that second shot. In the rough, will clear it away. And they'll be on match point. They'll be able to take down what was once the best team rated in this league. They might be able to take them down again. In the rough now, only need one more game. 10 shots to 2. Very reminiscent of game 1, but this time, though, in the rough, keeping both of those shots out of the net. And shutting out Nohit, the first shutout we've had of the series. It goes to in the rough at a crucial moment. But it is time for Nohit to maybe try to make things back. We saw what they did in game 3. They definitely, sorry, in game 2. We know that they can do it. We know that they can keep up with these guys. And especially if that offense starts rolling, they really don't stop. But the problem is they need to get that offense going. And that seems to be the difficult part for them. If their offense doesn't have time to kind of set itself up to really, you know, get a couple and have a couple goals for it, they really struggle at actually getting it going. As Lipstick, ooh, Platini trying to shoot. Platini's forced it in. Nohit Esports, what was already a tough clear here from Platini that Lipstick had to catch up to. Platini then just kind of forces it in with that 50-50. 10 seconds, 1 goal for in the rough. Nohit Esports have to make a response. Ripstick back to the nets. That's just in! A dribble from Ripstick. Nohit Esports find the nets. It's Ripstick by himself off the kickoff. All he needs is that one touch in the air. And he gets through everybody. Confidence to go for that play. You're gonna put your team on your back. That is confidence that is definitely appreciated here from the Nohit side and their fans. And they keep it going in the rough. We'll definitely hope that they don't, because they've got their second. This one just comes off of bronze, just missing. Ripstick went for the challenge. You can't blame him. He's kind of caught in between the net and the player, and in that position, challenging does seem like a good idea. He just wasn't close enough. Nohit Esports worked so hard to get that goal back, and now they've got to get a second. What a miss from Brewerdog. Might be able to give them opportunities. Ripstick. That one on target, but Platini will save. That clear. Bronze. The side wall. In the rough. Up by 1, but I'd like to extend it, although Bronze not letting them. What a flick from Bronze. Oh, he just absolutely tied the defenses in knots there. I mean, look at this. The little cut, the little flick. That is a nice play from Bronze. Platini stood no chance as he just got mesmerized by the player in front of him. Nohit Esports, tie game. Again, they always answer back. Now they want the lead. Platini will clear. Platini bumping out Ripstick. Open for Brewerdog. He skied that one high. Brewerdog just had to keep it grounded there. I don't know why he wanted a high shot so badly. There was no one there that was going to defend him if he kept it low. He was worried about his power on those shots. He had no reason to make it tougher for himself. Going to go for maybe placement. That's now done from Brewerdog. Ripstick clears. Bronze will respawn and now can meet up with his teammate on offense. Platini. Ripstick. Midfield. Race to it. Platini is there. Bronze never even stood a chance. He didn't even go. And now Ripstick to the back wall. Brewerdog definitely doesn't have it. Ripstick is knowledgeable of that. And any mistake will be amplified at this point when this game is separated by so few goals. Ripstick down the field. Catches Brewdog on not being able to read his back wall. For the first time this game, it's in the rough. We have to now come back. Bronze. Dunk. Botany there, and in the rough. No strangers having to work from behind again. You know, you might have already forgotten about game one, but game one, they had to make a comeback to win that game. They came back from 2 goals down. And here against Nohit, all they need is 1 goal. They have 3 minutes to do it. Very, very possible. But Esports trying to hold that defense as Bronze, as he got a good shot. What a save from Brewdog. He had no boost, almost no boost, very little space. He was racing a ball that was speeding down the field. Just enough on it. Yet that one wide, running Nohit for what would have been their 4th goal of the game. Brewdog, here from Bronze. She's going to try to control this one as well. Again, throw from Nohit, forcing in the rough to challenge, but now, never from Platini. Ripstick, being chased. Platini trying to go after this guy. Brewdog, he can get that touch in the corner. He felt like he was waiting for the demo. You don't want to do that in that situation. And when Ripstick, especially in that situation, Ripstick is long gone. They're just like, go for the ball and kind of see if he maybe does get demoed afterwards as Bronze. His turn to do something. What a touch here. Bronze wants second. Bump on Platini. He's just kept Platini from saving that one. In the rough, thought they had it, but Bronze gave him a second look. And look at that one right on Platini. A creative play here. And it is game 5. That's looking quite possible now with Nohit Esports continuing to just amplify this lead. To say, for the first time they're fighting, they haven't continued to do it. Now they're looking to do that. Brewdog in the back wall. Second touch still. Bronze is in the way here. Nohit Esports. That defense is holding them down here at this point in the game. A lot of those demos, they still always have at least 1 player back. All that's important is Ripstick. That shot, is that on? It is wide, off the bar. And the rough will be saved by a little bit of fortune as Nohit couldn't get their shooting perfectly under that bar. If they did, that's a goal against them. As Platini, downfield, Bronze getting chased by Brewdog. Still though, even with the demo attempts coming from in the rough at a stronger rate, they're keeping them from being all too dangerous here. Nohit, I think, going to adapt to this kind of play from in the rough, where in the rough are going to get in your face. They're not going to make it a clean game. Able to counter that as on the field from Ripstick. Brewdog keeps it away. Bronze off the back wall. Platini does clear, but the time nearing the expiration date in the rough. Have to work quickly, and that's a pass! That's a shot! And that's another one for Nohit. Now they extend their lead. Bronze finds Ripstick. They see each other. And the Nohit Esports teammates ready for a 5th and final game of this series. To do that, they have a lot of work to do. And while things definitely could be possible, it will be possible for Nohit, especially if they continue this kind of output in the rough. It's going to be a whole new game, a whole new 5 minutes, and potentially a whole new system, because Nohit, yeah, they've secured this game by now. That's 4 goals from Ripstick. Last game he had 0. I think he didn't even have a single shot last game. This game he has 4 goals on 8 shots. A huge upgrade from Ripstick. I specifically called him out, saying he needs to get back on the offense. And what does he do here? He gets on the offense, and his team is winning by a pretty strong margin. The biggest margin we've had this whole series. In fact, he might want more. 5 goals now. Ripstick has another. And this one actually is probably his most impressive goal. One of his more impressive goals, because that is a really tough shot. Perfectly finds the bottom left corner. Sorry, the bottom right corner. 5 goal difference. Nohit Esports, I mean, they've already taken this game, but just trying to pack it on, really demoralizing the rough so that when game 5 comes, they're going to be ready for it as Ripstick, dribble, challenged by Brewdog. Final 10 seconds, no hit. Making sure they don't concede anything, I think. Platini has other ideas, dribble, gets past one, still kept up by Bronze. Platini, sidewall, and he does ground it with that second touch. Nohit Esports forcing game 5. This series will see its end in one more game. Again, a huge performance from Ripstick. 5 goals on 9 shots. And the fact that he came so alive in that game is what allowed Nohit to just be that successful. Now, Game 5. Guaranteed. And ready. Champions Field, the location as always. Winner of this series will advance their record with 1 more win tally. The loser will have to see another loss, and we'll have to see that their winless kind of run continue. We're in the rough. It's been 2 weeks since they've had their last win. Nohit Esports lost last week. Want to make sure that they stay as a top tier team, not to go out of that top 4 that it felt at the start of the season they could hold so easily. Really, I think what's going to matter here is, again, who kind of gets that shooting started first? Platini or Ripstick? Those have been the 2 strikers for both these teams. And you'll have to see how they perform to really see how these teams will do. As Platini wants a double tap. Stick gets the block. Now in comes Burdog. 1 on. Bronze waits on the goal line for that one. Platini again. That's on target. That's going in. And it's Platini in the rough, starting the lead. And I believe, again, Burdog getting aggressive there. He did. You can see he ran right into Ripstick. And if he didn't do that, Ripstick's got that block. But he does. He lets the net have an open. Gives that net an opening. Platini will find it. In the rough. Again, must be feeling so good about this current feeling. This game is going in their way. At least for the start, it is. Nohit Esports, again, they have a couple tricks up their sleeve. They made a comeback last game. They actually made a couple different small comebacks last game. No reason to think that they can't do it here. As that one almost on. Ripstick nearly put in another one of his incredible angles. As Bronze had a lot of boost usage. I don't know what he's doing there, Bronze. A lot of early jumps from him on offense. Again, I think it's just more about being calm. Not trying to jump so early. When you jump like that, you really force yourself into committing. As Ripstick's trying to bump Brewdog, he's got that there, but Platini will clear it out. Nohit Esports trying to employ their own bump tactics. They haven't been anywhere near as successful as In the Rough has, but they aren't against that idea, especially seeing how In the Rough are using it themselves. As Platini, he wants that second touch, couldn't put it in. Brewdog, gonna see if he can send up a follow-up. Platini gets over Bronze. Is that light enough? No, it's not. Brewdog, though. Oh, and he's missed that, Brewdog. That's open. And that should have been 2 for In the Rough. And that net is completely open. Brewdog, I feel like it's harder to miss that than it is to actually score. And yet somehow, he finds a way, and he might actually get costed. That's off the post, in front. Platini jumping to save it. In the Rough, they've got to be more careful. In fact, they'll find the chance. Brewdog makes up for his open net earlier. It is just a simple shot in. And again, Platini forcing the commit from Bronze. Yeah, Platini really making Nohit focus on him. In the Rough are going to benefit. Now up by 2 with half the game left. Nohit Esports gotta get themselves on the board very soon, because if they don't, this game could get out of hand and out of reach. In the Rough would be the series winners. Platini. Back wall. Nohit Esports. Again, Nohit Esports on offense is what we need to see. It just feels like when their offense can't get going, they really stumble. And then the Rough can be fully aware of that. As great demo. Ripstick with a block there. A huge save. Another great bump from In the Rough. They just keep finding those demos in situations where they can score. And again, every time they're on offense, they look for them. And whenever they get one, it feels like that net is so open for them. As Bronze can't get past Brewdog. Ripstick jumping, trying to get through Platini. That dunk. Brewdog. No shot coming as Bronze will jump in the way. Here comes Nohit Esports. Ripstick. Oh, he's completely sideswiped that one. Bronze, midfield. Platini keeps it out. Nohit Esports. Been a while since they've actually last put one on target. And In the Rough, well, they've done very well at not letting that happen. Again, they get the goal scoring, and then Nohit Esports, it just feels like things slow down. It feels like they're a more emotional team when it comes to that. When things are good, they're great for Nohit. They win by so much. where things start off badly for them. They really struggle to get it going. In the rough, much more consistent overall, and we're seeing that consistency pay off as in the final minute, they have a substantial 2-goal lead. They are looking for more. Brewerdog gonna keep the offense for in the rough. Bronze, midfield, Ripstick, up. Brewerdog will have the save challenge from Ripstick. Brewerdog is beaten on it. Bronze on low boost, just wants it on target. Ripstick, not on target there. Knew that that first shot wasn't good enough. Had to get a second effort. Is that one in front? Off the bar, Platini nearly own gold. Nohit Esports, that felt like that might have been the chance for them. Platini now, wave dash, shot it wide. Bronze, miss, Brewerdog, and a block from Bronze. Still time for Nohit. They can go the other way. Bronze has it. Maybe Platini keeps it out in the rough. Now just lets the final seconds tick down. They'll take the series. 2 losses in a row, but this week will prove to be more favorable for them. And for Nohit Esports, how far have they fallen? After going 3-0 at the start of their season, now this is 2 straight losses, a Game 5 defeat to the hands of In the Rough. And that one could hurt a little bit here for Nohit Esports. Again, definitely is going to be a blow to their confidence. Because again, you start off so well. You want it to kind of continue, but obviously these teams are showing that they definitely have the confidence to do it. They definitely know what they're doing. And again, you have to play well every single week. This team's definitely letting you know that. Is In the Rough. Do take this one. A 3-2. Quite the impressive showing. And again, they win that series. A reminder, we will take a look at our schedule. We'll quickly go to a break, but our next match is actually a Golden Cup match. It's going to be Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold, I think the last team standing. The only team I know that's still around here for Knights of Chaos. The only team in that league, so trying to make it, trying to make that org proud, and they play Golden Arrow Sports Black, who might be the only Golden Arrow team left. Again. Again, the night of action on the stream continues. We'll be right back after a quick break. We'll see you soon. As wait a second here, actually, it seems like In the Rough actually want an interview. They didn't complete a form, but yeah, we'll get an interview with them. One sec. We're gonna get an interview with these guys. Why not? Sorry about that. We're gonna be quickly back. Let me get them in. Again, we'll get them in for a quick interview, and then we'll go to our break. Sorry about that, everybody. Thought they weren't gonna have one, but it turns out they actually want one after all. Again, joining us up next will be In the Rough. I think it'll be Brewerdog specifically, although we'll see if he brings in his teammate. Again, this action definitely getting to a pretty strong mark. Again, our next match will be Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold and Golden Arrow Sports Black as joining me now is, I believe, Brewerdog. How are you doing, Brewerdog? Congratulations on your win, a Game 5 victory. It was no easy feat to take down Nohit Esports, but how do you feel now?
My hands are shaking. I've been really stressed out. I was so unsure about everything going into here, and this is really a relief for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and there's a good reason for that. Nohit Esports gave you guys a couple scares. I mean, specifically Game 4, it felt like they just knew what they did. They unlocked you guys. Going into Game 5, I mean, you knew, obviously, this was the moment. You had to really show up for them. Tell me about kind of, what would you do, what did you do right before that fifth and final game to kind of get yourself into that focus mode?
At, like, about a minute of game 4, I could tell immediately we weren't playing our game, and I know it right away. We are just kinda bringing the ball and giving it away, and I told Platt right then and there, "We need to just keep the ball in front of us and play to 50s. We're smarter than them, and we can play 50s better than them, so if we just keep the ball in front of us, we just win the game," and that's what we did. In each game we won, we just kept the ball in front of us and played 50s, and Platt was there to follow it up, and I was always there to back him up. That's how it worked.
Yeah, again, you're kind of backing each other up, obviously. Your season started off so well, but it took a pretty dark turn with two straight losses in your last 2 weeks. How important is this win to kind of get your guys' momentum kind of going again? Because after losing twice in a row, it can definitely be a bit demoralizing, but you guys got to win, a huge win. How does it feel kind of being able to kind of stop that losing streak?
It feels great. I think a lot of it happened because, 1, I don't play 2s. I play, like, 1s, and I haven't had touched 2s since, like, I touched 2s last week after, like, we lost. I don't know who we lost to, but Nick and Platt was our main 2s team, and when Nick got suspended, it was kinda like a, "Oh, no" moment. It's like, "Could we go in?" So it turns after a bit of practice, bit of talking around, and just getting comfortable with each other, we finally took a win. I think we just play like this, we win out the league.
And I'd like to hear that from you all as well. Again, a big win. Next week, you play Striker Valhalla, and the last week, you play Latin 7 Infinity. Are there any of those two teams that you're kind of, uh, that you may be more interested in playing than the other?
I think Team Define, because Team Define is just such a big
You,
fraud. Team
oh, you,
Define is they're full of frauds. Like, they
you're not,
should
you
not
don't,
be on any power ranking.
you,
I don't care if we win or lose to anyone else. We can lose in a championship game, but as long as Team Fraud, aka Define, stays off the power rankings, I'm happy for the rest of the league, honestly.
wow, all right
Absolute
then. He's
frauds.
calling out a team that they're not even going to playing against for the rest of the season. Um, you played them
They'll be
earlier,
I would say
specifically
we'd see
Define. All
them, but
right.
they're not gonna make it through wild card, so
Whew, that is a. All right then. Slepless is here, by the way, so he definitely heard that.
oh, I know.
Oh,
Love
is
you,
that why you
Slut.
said that? Oh, that's why you
Love
said
you,
it.
Slut.
Oh.
Shout out the owner. Cool dude.
Well, again, congratulations on your win. They are a 3-2, not an easy feat to take down in the rough, but you are now the second team to have done it. With the first one being the only team that's undefeated so far, being winning for Dakota. You have any shoutouts, any final messages that you want to say on the stream? Obviously, that you've won, you get kind of a little bit of time to talk. Is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, shout out my college for having this setup. I mean, none of them know it right now, but if it wasn't for this setup, I don't think I would have been able to play today and win. Shout out Platt, awesome teammates. Hypo and Platt really helped with the rebound, especially in threes today. And our coach, Cat Dad and Maroon Heart, amazing coaches, collegiate coaches. We honestly would not be improving without them, and I'm so
Good.
glad to have had them on our team.
Again, I'm happy for you. Congratulations on your win. Maybe I'll get to see you again very soon. But for now, have an amazing rest of your night there, Brewer Dog. Congratulations on your win once again.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
A nice guy. That was Brewer Dog there of In the Buff. In fact, I don't even know. We actually will go to a quick break. I think we'll go to like a 1 or 2 minute break here. He'll be back very soon. It's going to be a very quick break. It's going to be like literally like, I think it's going to be a minute for me. We'll be back very soon. Told you we would be back very soon. We're already back. I'm just setting things up here on the stream. We've changed our stream title again. Our next match is a Golden Cup match. I actually forgot to. One sec. There we go. Again, part of the Golden Esports Cup. Of course, again, these things, this league, it's an 8-team league. At least for this 3v3 division, is 8 teams. And they'll be, and again, they played in a round-robin system. And this is Tier 2 2v2s, sorry, Tier 2 3v3s. As a Chaos Strikers Gold, ending off their season with a impressive 5-2 record. They play against GHE Black, who ended off their season, I believe, also 5-2. Again, the other two teams actually in this top 4 are Venom Red and Infinity Kingdom. With Venom Red and Infinity Kingdom playing against each other. So yeah, this is the last GHE team in this grouping. Last Knights of Chaos team. Yeah, Knights of Chaos, this is their league, so this is kind of like home territory for them. I mean, just again to give you a reference to how well they're doing, there's 3 GHE teams in the top 4 in the Tier 1 3v3 league, the other 3v3 league here of this one. And for 2s, in Tier 1, they have 1 team that's under GHE. So again, there's a lot of teams here, and GHE is considered the strong team out of all of them. This match actually will be a best of 5. Let's take a look at the lineups. It's a Chaos Strikers Gold. Again, the name's kind of falling off this page here. Both these teams have pretty long names. I sadly wasn't able to shorten them. As we gotta make sure we just get some lobby info for these teams. I think GHG Black, we have seen this team here before. I think they actually won in Season 1. This is Season 3, so this is a little while after Season 1, but I believe they won in Season 1. That was a long time ago, though, but I'm almost certain they won that match. We will take a look here again. These are our rosters. This is actually a West League, so that's why they are playing so late. Yeah, last time we saw GHG Black was January 14th. Again, Golden Esports and Org actually has a lot of history on this stream, so not surprised that they are here. In fact, again, let me take a look from January 14th. That was a huge day, because that was also a big day for Skyward Series match. I had a lot of semifinals on that day. Again, this is a best of 7. Let me get that prediction poll going. Again, you can either vote for SOC, which is Strikers of Chaos Gold, or GHE Golden Esports Black. Your choice. And let me find January 14th here. And I believe that match was won by GG Black. It was the finals. They won, I believe it was 4-2. Yeah, they won 4-2. So yeah, that was a big finals match. I was actually joined by Zen Zero for that one. It was, again, an incredible series. Again, they have one in there, and I think that roster is the roster has changed. So the only player actually that stayed on the roster is Koopa. They've added in Gator, Stridents, and Brass. And that roster's undergone a lot of changes. Koopa, the only one that stuck around, obviously, as the captain. And reminder, winner of this will be playing the winner of Weight and Importance. Again, it's an important match because the winner of this will be playing the winner of Venom Red versus Infinity Kingdom. Infinity Kingdom considered the best team in this league, so the record I think of, the perfect record I think is 7-0. Again, that's Chaos Strikers Gold, have a record of 5-2. Venom Red, record of 4-3. GHG Black, also, I think ending with a record of 5-2 themselves. Again, these teams are just getting ready. Again, reminder, this is single elimination. This is the semifinals, but you lose, you are out. That is it. Your season is done. It is that quick. It is that simple. Cannot lose. These teams I believe, did play each other. They did. In fact, actually, the last time they played, Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold, who are the higher seed, did win. They won 3-1 against GHG Black. And that was one of 2 losses. The only loss GHG Black suffered was against Infinity Kingdom. As Chaos Strikers Gold, their losses came to Infinity Kingdom and Venom Red. They lost to Venom Red earlier this season. Again, another top 4 team. Venom Red did lose to GHG Black. They also lost to Infinity Kingdom. Again, Infinity Kingdom beat everybody. And Venom Red also lost to Team Gambit, who overall had a pretty rough season. Their record, again, looking at 2-4, but due to the fact that they did not play one of their matches, although at the end of the season, did not play that much. They had already failed to make it into the playoffs. So, again, pretty interesting results here. Infinity Kingdom, most likely the team that we're going to be seeing when these two play against next, but we'll see if that happens. Again, they could lose to Venom Red. Unlikely. They did go to Game 5 the first time they met, so it does happen. So again, Infinity Kingdom, they 3-2 GHG Black. They went to Game 5 against them. They 3-0'd Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold. They then also 3-2'd. They then also 3-2'd Venom Red. So again, these teams are close. There's definitely teams that can beat each other. Great day to go against you in Skyward. Oh, I'd love to. Oh, Xylo of Demonic Phantoms. Man, I'll be excited to see that again. My match next week. I'm excited for that. I will get a caster, don't worry. We'll get a caster for that. It won't be me, obviously, but I will get a caster for that, man. I'm excited to see that for a match, too. I think this could be pretty close. Pretty exciting. You guys are one of the top teams. I really want to beat you guys. Yeah, I'm excited to see you play you guys in Demonic Phantoms. Good luck next week. We'll be seeing you soon. Again, we're still kind of deciding days for that match, but when it's there, it will be on my availability sheet. It's if you guys know my availability sheet, it is on my link tree that is connected to my X account. Again, this is a 12 a.m. match. My poster actually says 9 p.m. PST. I just noticed that. That's kind of nice. This is a Pacific League match, so again, we are waiting on these teams. We are hitting a match start time. Strikers Chaos, Knights of Chaos, Strikers Chaos Gold. Do have, again, 4 players. Gen, Plugs, Dark Element, Eternal Vector, Dark Element. Also known by the name of Shenanigans, if you remember that name. He was the captain of Strikers of Chaos Cobalt, I believe, back then. That was a team that did okay, but had some issues. Golden Iris was Black again. The only player joining for them is Koopa. So, again, I think for Knights of Chaos, they have not won. No, they have won. They have won. I think they have won before. I think this Chaos Strikers Gold team won last season. Could be wrong. Or actually, it might have been regular Knights of Chaos who won. I think Knights of Chaos won at least once, so. As again, everybody here to go again, Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold did have the advantage. They won 3-1. Back when they played in like week 2, I think it was. Again, I believe Knights have won this tournament before. I don't think it's this team specifically. Black has won this season for Koopa, trying to become what would be, I think, at the very least, he'd become a multi-winner. But again, here we go. Semifinals, best of 7. We haven't had a best of 7 on the stream in I don't know how many times. As yes, we actually are getting a report here from Gold. They won last season. This team won last season, so it is the reigning champs against a team that has a captain who's won the first season as Reset. 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 We're gonna reset this game real quick. Yeah, we're gonna reset game 1. That's not fair. That's on me. I accidentally started the game, and one of the guys immediately had his game froze. So we are gonna reset there. That goal will not count. My apologies. There to GG Gold there, but yeah, that goal will not count. And when someone has their game freeze like that. Again, we are going to reset the lobby. My apologies. Did not intend to have that happen. Yeah, we had a player who had their game frozen. They did not join in time, so we are going to reset game 1. My apologies there. We had a false start on that series. As again, we're going to make sure everybody's back and doesn't have any game issues right before we start things, because that's not fun. Again, reminder, semifinals, best of 7. Let's see. Not everybody's in. We're just waiting on one Koopa, actually, for Black. I believe he's going to be the last one who needs to join in. So we're waiting on Koopa. Again, as soon as Koopa joins, we're going to get this series restarted. We're going to restart game 1. That goal will not count because they did not have all 3 players available. Again, we are waiting on Koopa to join. As, again, surprised that he hasn't joined yet, but we'll wait for him again while it is happening. Again, reminder, best of 7, so you lose, you're out. As again, we're going to wait until we get that third player. It seems like there's some issues here with Koopa. As, again, this is the last match of the night, so we are going to wait a little bit for them, but yeah, surprised that we are waiting. As, yeah, we're not going to have the series start with a 2v3. I know that they have all the players available. Koopa was, attempting to join last time. As, yeah, they're having some issues, so we'll wait. Reminder again, best of 7. I don't mind waiting a little longer than we need to. Again, they have up to 15 minutes to join past match start time. It would actually be like up to like 20 minutes, actually, because we started a little later than expected. But again, we'll be here soon. Again, it's the champs from last season versus the team that won in Season 1. As again, I think Koopa's taking a bathroom break, which, admittedly, as long as at least he's doing it now and not doing it in the middle of the series. When you do it in the middle of the series, people tend to notice very much you're taking a bathroom break, and you don't want to do that. Yeah, while he's pushing start time back a little bit, we'll be good to go. As Koopa's back, Koopa is back. Again, Gold do have altered players in the lobby. I think they're going to try to make... They might use subs here this series, but we'll see what they go with as... Here we go, game 1. Everybody's in. And there we go, everybody now ready. So let's get game 1 started here. Strikers of Chaos... Sorry, Knights of Chaos, Strikers Gold on the blue. Golden Hour Esports Black on the orange. Golden Hour won in week 2, and they're not going to get off to a good start, though. Right off the kickoff, 3 seconds in. And it comes from Brass. Golden Hour Black. Right off the kickoff, it was Strikers Gold who tried to get that kickoff goal for game 1, with, right when the player disconnected. Now in the restarted game 1, when everybody is available. Golden Hour Esports Black, they had some time to really think about that kickoff, I think, because it's an immediate start for them. Again, reminder, in single elimination, the pressure, especially in a tournament like this, when you go immediately to the semifinals, there's so much pressure as Colonel Vector, who might be the most recognizable player in this lobby here. He is one of the starting duo here on the winning for Dakota team that is currently 6-0 in their season. He was also a member of the Knights of Chaos during the LOS, which is a league that Knights of Chaos is still playing in. I don't know how well they're doing, but again, Knights of Chaos, they have a couple teams they'll play in. I think they have 2 main teams, though. It's this one, it's their Knights team. Those are the 2 teams kind of playing for this org at this point, I think at least that I know of. Golden Arrow, though, again, they have a couple more teams, especially when it comes to this league. There's a lot of Golden Arrow teams. Black, though, the last one, playing in Tier 2. The other team that was in this league, under the Golden Arrow Sports name was Golden Arrow Sports Red. Their season, well, let's just say it didn't do so well. They did not make the playoffs, and it was by a pretty strong shot that they didn't make the playoffs. Golden Arrow Sports Black, again, want to claim that trophy. It is Knights of Chaos who are trying to fight back as first minute and almost a half here comes and goes. 1 goal for Golden Hour. It's Koopa trying to make that 2. Blocked by Plugs. Hour Black, you can definitely tell, have that pace, definitely have the mechanics to definitely keep up here, especially with this the Strikers Gold team being one that's more based on just being able to play things simply and not try to overdo yourself, and their gameplay is going to be much more grounded, probably a little more defense-oriented than Black is. Alright, Black, again, you can definitely tell they have a defensive structure to them, especially in that midfield. Preventing Strikers Gold from walking upfield and getting their shot. Although, if we know anything about Strikers Gold, especially when you have a Tunnel Vector on your team, as well as Tunnel Vector, as well as having a captain by the name of Jen, you can definitely expect some offense from them, but so far that isn't really the case. Even so, again, this team is still made up of generally pretty defensive players, players who don't jump up as high, don't like to get super aggressive, they like to kind of take their chances. Oh, Strikers Gold, they're gonna have to find some first. Plugs. That touch will only go to Strident, who will not get that second hit here. Koopa off the side wall. Golnair Black still leading by 1 halfway through the game. Strikers Gold pushing. Here's a shot from Plugs. That's gonna bounce in. 1 goal back for Strikers Gold. It felt like it took him a while, but it is Plugs right from the corner, and what really makes that shot so strong is how unexpected it was. And again, the unexpected nature of that shot definitely catching Golnair Black out of reach there. Now off the corner. Helmet keeps it away. Now in front, Plugs. To keep it live. Koopa across the nets. Internal Vector will keep it close. Still running out of chances though. As this one from Brass. Demo play. Golnair Black maybe can hit this one upfield. Brass gonna get the redirect, and Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold can maybe get that ball out, but Golnair again, that midfield of theirs really pinning this Strikers team in. As Koopa blocked by Plugs. Vector now gets over Brass. Open backfield. A bad bounce off the back wall though. No one from Strikers Gold will get to that one. Golnair Black cleared away. Koopa. I'll leave it for Brass, but Brass never jumps, and now chance for Strikers Gold. A team bump in front of the net for Golnair, but it will be Strident who can get that one to safety. Definitely some scary scenes here from Golnair Black, especially whenever they feel like they're under attack. Again, both teams definitely showing that they have solid defenses, at least for the moment being. Maybe the offenses just haven't been able to wake up yet, so that does happen a lot in series like this, where game 1 is generally kind of slow. Is that one off the post? Golnair Black almost had that one. And that lead for them that they desperately wanted again. Last time these two played, it was a 3-1 win for Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold. And again, this team that has the advantage. Also, again, we're the winners of last season, so they're coming off of that kind of success as Plugs. Ooh, and a miss there. 2 players miss. Oh, Tunnel Vector's gonna have to race back. Bidens couldn't shoot it. Still an infield pass, Plugs. Puck on Brass, and to Chaos Strikers Gold. The ball's clear down the field. 1-1's the score line. No goals as we're reaching into the final seconds. Maybe one more chance for any of these teams as time's taken out from 10. Bidens wants to clear. Dark Helmet trying to keep Koopa away. 1 second on. Stridens couldn't get the pass to Koopa. And this one will hit the ground overtime in game 1. And if this is a sign of things to come, we're in for quite the series. Golnair scored first, but I've been playing defense for virtually the entire of this game. Sorry, Golnair scored. Yeah, Golnair scored first, but it has been them who've been keeping offense for so long. I'm surprised they haven't gotten that second goal, but here's a good chance. Dark Helmet couldn't reach it, and it's Koopa to end game 1. Golnair Black with the game to start off the series. It's Koopa. Powerful shot. The captain finds the target. And this one, it was close. It was defensive by nature for both these teams, even for Golnair, who had more offense, a lot more pressure. And, again, even though they still did have to play a lot in the midfield and keep things very close. Now, game 2 on the horizon here. Golnair Black can continue this kind of run. They might be able to just get more goals for it. The composure, especially when you're under pressure. Koopa himself knows how to play under pressure. Golnair Black with a good start in this series, but Again, I have a feeling that if it's going to be that close, we're going to see some go tonight, so Chaos Strikers Gold. Semifinals do continue. The season for both these teams nearing its end. Now we're getting to the point where some of these teams are going to be eliminated kind of in that final bracket. There's a lot riding on this. As the Golden Hour Black, a start that they'll be happy with, but need to continue that kind of run, or else Strikers Gold could definitely catch them. A lot of that's going to have to rely again on that midfield. If they can hold Strikers Gold back that far, can definitely win on the shooting. As Stridens, that's a good play. That's gone over the last defender. It's Stridens for Golden Hour Black. And just like in Game 1, Game 2 starts with a Golden Hour strike that pierces the the KOC defense. GHG, 1-0 up. Now looking to just kind of continue that. One back for Eternal Vector. That's a Chaos Strikers Gold right off the kickoff. An immediate response. And it was just a miss from Brass that really made things tough. Koopa stopped moving. As LV's ping is not looking very good there. Hopefully he can get back in. Because again, with the disconnect, we're just going to have to keep playing on here. As I think it looks like he is starting to move again. Unfortunate that the internet would not work for you at that point, because that is a bad time to give up a goal. Let's get Strikers Gold. Just going to work with what they're given. As now a second Dark Helmet taps it in. We're not even through the first minute. And this is the third goal in this game already. We're probably going to be guaranteed more goals in this game than we did in the last one. Dark Helmet jumps in off that pass from Plugs. Plugs very defensive. He's definitely their most defensive, probably their least recognized player on this team. And that's what's going to be that's what's, interests me here about Plugs. He does so much of the dirty work. You really don't see it from him. He's not scoring a lot of the goals, but he will be making a lot of the plays that can result eventually in goals, and does a lot in the midfield to just kind of work things as well. He keeps this team intact. You're not going to be seeing him scoring that often, but you will see him get involved. Those are the kind of players that just don't get thanked enough in this game. His Plugs. He'll follow this up himself. Second touch, trying to find Eternal Vector off the corner. They're back from GHG Black. Dark Helmet, though. He found an opening. That's not on, though. It's high above the net. But maybe a follow-up. Well, Stridens will clear it before that is even a possibility. As here we go. More of this game. A 2-1 lead, certainly for Chaos Strikers Gold. But can they hold it? Is the real question. Because the thing about it is there's still 3 minutes left. Golden Hour Esports Black are a team that will find chances to score. Their playstyle just demands that they'll do it. They do it so well as well. They're going to find breakthrough opportunities, but which means so will KOC Strikers Gold. Just who will find the opportunities and score on them first. Vector, a break through Koopa, Dark Helmet, Lear Post, Stridens will get there for that one. And now 50 with Plugs. That's gone midfield. That's just bounced in. I can't believe that goes in for Plugs. But sometimes you have to be lucky to be good, but for Plugs here, you gotta be good to be lucky. As just a challenge in the corner. I don't blame him for doing it. It's a good job of him to be so fast to it, but just so incredibly impressed that that does go in for him. I mean, I guess he deserves it as well with the amount of work he does. And especially in this game. This has been a game where he's really has kind of broken out of his shell a little bit. Definitely getting really involved. As now he wants another one. Saved by Stridens. Eternal Vector around the corner. Strikers Gold. This might be something that can hurt Black earlier on. Is going to be how accurate they shoot. If that accuracy's up, I don't know how Black's going to be able to keep him out, because some of these shots are going to come on target, and Black, as you can see, don't really play for that midfield and the defense very often. They just want those. They play more so on that goal line. Feeling very common at this level. Something that's you got to be careful of as Stridens cleared away over to Koopa. Pop up. Plugs is there. Maybe trying to get another one. Koopa. Ooh, he's just doubled in front of his own net. Stridens keeps that one from being a shot from Eternal Vector. Now a miss from Dark Helmet. Brass. Midfield. Brass trying to do it himself. Back post. Plugs waiting for it. Another play from Plugs that you have to look at and you say, well, he's playing a great game right now. 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 save, but they've all been so meaningful for this team as Koopa with a clear. How many plays from Golden Iris Switch Black off that back wall? At what point do they miss them? Do they miss them? Yeah, it's open for Brass. Has he just gone around it? Yes, he has! Golden Iris Sports Black trying to make the comeback here late in game 2. Stridens catches both Dark Helmets and Plugs jumping high. He has the ball low. Brass with that opening in that bottom left corner. He finds it with the shot. 1-1-1 on the clock. 1 minute, 11 seconds, 71 seconds total. Knights of Chaos, Strikers Gold. That lead starting to look much more vulnerable now. As Brass got around 2. Maybe he can put it in. Brass misses the net. Tono Vector clears. Brass wanted to go down the field. He couldn't do it. The net was there asking for that shot. He couldn't make it happen. The pressure maybe got a little too much of him there. A Black gets the clear. Koopa finding Stridens off the back wall. Where's the shot? Vector will clear. If there's anybody you can rely on for Strikers Gold, it can be Vector. He's going to be a consistent force for them as now dunk from Koopa. Midfield. Stridens. Clear from Dark Helmet. Eternal Vector. Doesn't get the touch there. Now Koopa can send it away. Golden Arrow Black. With Koopa. Miss from Eternal Vector. Brass on target. Dark Helmet saves. And again, GHE Black still having to search. Time now running down. Maybe time for another shot, but Plugs want to say no. In front of the net. Eternal Vector want to shut the game down. Koopa's cleared it out. Dark Helmet to the corner. GHE need to keep it alive. Koopa, though, he's found no one on that touch. And it's Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold who have game 2. This series is tied up. It's back and forth. And it just keeps going that way. No one can really break through. As game 3 now, the next one to go. And if this series is going to stay this close, we could be in for a long series. And I'm for that. It's going to be exciting. This one, again, it felt like Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold got a little more on offense. Again, it feels like, again, there's an offensive pressure. This one definitely, field domination won by Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold, whereas game 1 was Black's. This one was Gold's. You can even see it, the shots, 11-6. They almost doubled the shots that GHE Black had. And now, again, moving into game 3. This series, if this was the best of 5, this would be a huge game, but it still is for a best of 7. Every game is important, but obviously there's no match point on the line here. Really, this is anybody's to win. Game 3. We'll be moving to it soon. I know we are having some tech issues. Fortunately, though, we are still good to go. We're just waiting on hearing back. Because again, Golden Switch Black asking for a tech pause. They having some issues here. I know in that game they had a disconnect from Koopa midway through. We had some really difficult ping issues. And again, you need a player like Koopa when you use your natural team leader. Since he is also kind of a clutch player. Again, he's good under pressure. That's something I think Koopa can utilize. But in game 3, and a series that again can have so much pressure, Koopa, does he falter here? Again, I'm inclined to say no. I know he can play well under pressure. They're not the favorites though. They are the 3rd seed coming into this one. That's Chaos Strikers Gold, the number 2 seed. And we are having some issues. Again. Again, we are going to see what's happening with GHE because they are having some issues. This is longer than just your average, like, bad tech pause. And we're going to give them up to 5 minutes, so that would be like... They have about 4 more minutes. As up their back, they're good. Had some issues, but it seems like all these issues have been resolved now. We're going to go back in Game 3. Sorry about that break, but... Yeah, we did, as one of the players saying, that this had some tech issues, but we're back. Here we go, Game 3. Coming up. This best of 7 series continues, and pressure. I think it's just mounting here as this one. Oh, he's got through both! Dark Helmet with the fake play. 6 seconds, that's all he needed. Alright, to Chaos Strikers Gold. Starting in Game 3 as if there was no break here. And credit to them, that was quite the impressive rush here. And you gotta hand it to Strikers Gold, being able to have to rebound even again. That kind of tech pause. Able to make things work as Culinary Sports Black now need to find a way to come back. Infield pass. A lot of players committing. That's still going towards the net. Dark Helmet doesn't reach it. That goes in. It's Koopa with the final touch off the team pinch. And somehow, someway, that deflects off a Strikers Goal player. It bounces off the sidewall, and it goes squarely in the back of the net. I won't ask how. They'll just ask how many. Culinary Sports Black tie this game up quickly. Again, Game 3, at this point in the series, this is when both teams kind of know just the severity of how long the series could be. Especially when it's tied up like this. The series could be one that you just have to get to sit and watch and enjoy. As Brass, looking across the goal line. Vector on a clear. Stopped by Stridens. Dark Helmet. A dunk from Stridens. Stridens has been easily the most aggressive player from GHG Black. But what he does there is maybe kind of see if he can force this gold team to play into it what he wants. Can't do that. He'll find a ways to help out his teammates. Like that pass to No Vectors. Completely missed it. And it's Brass who scores. Stridens again. If he can get involved in offense as first man, he will. As he sets up Brass for that shot. And No Vector. That was savable. I don't know why he felt the need to backflip there. Again, such a common issue with lower ranked players is that they jump when they don't have to. No Vector caught making that mistake. We saw it in the last series we had with In the Rough and Esports in that 2v2. A lot of early jumping. No Vector caught with one there. And for Black now, that is their second goal in a row this game. Well, that's a huge miss. Actually, a double whiff. Stridens keeps his team away from that one. Oh, a scary situation, but we got Stridens playing as consistently as he has. You can feel just a little bit safer. There's no Vector down the corner. Trying to find Plugs, who's hitting that corner instead. He doesn't want to shoot there. Other than that, it was covered, and instead trying to see if Gold can maybe get a better opportunity. Pass. It's no Vector! Bang! Knights are Chaos Strikers Gold. They went for that corner. They took their time. Once they had the opportunity, they did not miss. Eternal Vector shot it behind the last defender. 2-2. Game 3 continues. And now for Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold. Again, it's their turn to maybe have the momentum swing in their favor. This game is going back and forth. Both these games so far have been decided by 1 goal differences. Does this game follow suit? It looks like, at least right now, it will very likely follow that way, where it'll be a 1 or maybe even a 2 goal difference. Won't be separated by much, that's for sure. These teams very evenly placed as Dark Helmet wants the Doomsday dish. One clear. Stridens now trying to follow up. No Vector back into the offense. Maybe he wants it himself. He's got that second touch. He does hit it here. Midfield. Clear from Brass. Strikers Gold sending it back in by Plugs. Bouncer. Dark Helmet trying to dunk Brass, but that still is cleared away by GHG Black. Bounce over and not on target. Plugs will get rid of that danger, but Stridens keeping it in. Stridens been a nuisance here for KOC Black. KOC Gold this entire game. GHG Black. Again, so fortunate to have a player like him who can, again, do that dirty work with him. Is that he's kind of that most aggressive player. He will be annoying. He will make Strikers Gold really commit and get into awkward positions that they don't want to be in. You have to be able to deal with the plays that he can make as that one to the corner. Very much a good chance here for Koopa. That's near angle. That's back post. That's in the back of the net. GHG Black find the shot. An impossible angle from Koopa. What a touch there. Gets everybody jumping. Koopa with the angle. Game 3 is seeing GHE Black. Just, again, get that lead over and over again. Plugs. Left for Dark Helmet. Coming in is Brass. Second touch. That on? Yes, it is! It's on for Brass! A ground double! GHE Black right off the kickoff. And now they have a 2-goal lead. Out of nowhere. Really, I couldn't see this coming. You knew this team was kind of shaping up for something big. But at this point, I didn't expect them to just come out that swinging like that. And now Striker's Gold, a bit stunned at this point. Bit of disbelief to think GG Black can get those goals so quickly. But now they have to believe it. GG Black is ready. They're playoff ready. Both these teams feel like they are playoff ready as Striker's Gold trying to get them back. Plugs, dunk. Final Vector, beaten by Stridens, Coopin. Lawns by Dark Helmets. GHE Black just... Sorry. Yeah, GHE Black trying to play offense. Striker's Gold trying to just match every single challenge with one of their own. There's a double commit. That one actually results in a pinch for Striker's Gold. A bit of fortune in that double play, because generally speaking, double commit's pretty bad on defense, but you can get a touch that powerful, that unexpected. Really does cancel it out as Plug. And actually is going to go towards Stridens, who it's probably the last player that they want to see with the ball here, because Stridens can make magic happen. Dribble, Brass, trying to redirect. Striker's Gold can clear it out now off the back wall. Plugs is jumping. Him that he will make with relative ease, but again, look at this from Black, now using the sidewall, wasting out time, dribbling, solo playing. They don't have to commit that many to offense, and Striker's Gold really having to play defense, but that's a good 50! Plugs down the field! Another goal! Striker's Gold not out of it. 28 seconds on the clock. Plugs giving them an opportunity to come back in this game. All it takes is one challenge now, one shot, one smart play. Gold can be back, but same can go for Black. Off the kickoff. Plugs saves it. Midfield. Brass. Not on target. Dark Helmet. Oh, cheap possession. Black won't let him. Plugs misses. Tunnel Vector. Looking upfield. Who's there? It's Koopa. Get the other way. Gold. Aren't even going to get to offense in time before the time ticks the Zevo. Stridens in front of the net. Keeping it up. Plugs. Somehow, Gold still have it. 1-0 seconder, but our Helmet's lost all his boost. Gold now Esports Black hold on. And this game is theirs. The series finding its way going back and forth, and if it goes that way, Black will win. But again, I don't think if we focus on that back and forth kind of volley. Again, another game where they have those kind of moments where they just look stellar. This one was very even. Both teams had their opportunities, but for Black, the real defining moment was those 2 goals. Those 2 incredible goals that are on the 2-minute, the final ton at the 2-minute mark when there are 2 minutes left. They had 2 goals. One right off the kickoff that just gave them such a huge lead. One that they could never lose. Again, this series going back and forth. Black do have the advantage, but it is only one game. And with how Gold's been playing, any of these games can go their way. These games are very close. This one definitely marked with some of the nicest plays, though, we've seen, as that again, really tight angle shot from Koopa and that double from Brass. Again, those were at the 2-minute mark. Those are the 2 goals that really separated GHG Black this game. It was just those 2 goals, though. Again, that's the moment that I think for Black that they excelled at, and that's exactly what they needed to get themselves this one here. You gotta excel at this point in the season. You're playing against the best of the best. You gotta do what you can to be the best team possible. Golden Arrow Esports Black want a spot in the finals. Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold don't want to let them. That's a great start. Brass off the kickoff. These teams with no shortage of goals, I'll give them that. This one just off a miss from Eternal Vector. Dark Helmet. I don't think he was expecting or even looking for it. And he'll want that play back. Eternal Vector missing what would have been a clear, what would have prevented that goal in the first place. What a great start for the Gold side, who point must be feeling that the series has something against them. Plugs is now caught out of position. A second goal. This one from Koopa again, right off the kickoff. They just shoot at him. Black's testing the gold net, and the gold defense is doing a very poor job at stopping it. That one, an overcommits. And that one a little more inexcusable for the defender there, the goaltender. Being Plugs, he's had such good positioning all series, but that one is one where he just doesn't make the right choice. He commits when he shouldn't have, and now Gold's gonna fight back. They do. It's Dark Helmet. Another kickoff goal. We got 3 goals in 20 seconds. And this one comes from the pinch by Plugs. Dark Helmet will score again. Plugs getting involved with so many assists. He's being that kind of the player to do the dirty work for Gold. Again, you need someone like that. For Black, it's Stridens. Gold, it is Plugs, and it's really those 2 players. Whichever one's doing better is going to be the one that can get their team to win. Plugs with the pinch, 50-50. Down the field here. Plugs still on it. Bumps trying to find the pass in front. Brass will get that one away. That was near that goal. Goal now at Black, and look for that shot. Plugs off the corner. Hoopa keeping the offense now. Plugs bumping him away. Goal now at Black. We haven't. Again, we're seeing them a lot of these plays coming from that side wall. Let's see if they can catch Gold off there. Seeing if maybe the threat of a solo chance or an aerial play is what's going to make things tough for Gold. And Gold, admittedly, is a pretty grounded team, so going to the air might be a smart strategy. Zonal Vector at the back wall. Koopa. He really has not missed a single back wall clear. The entirety of the series, he's had to make a ton of them. Again, he has not missed, it feels. Any of those. Those are really not easy touches to make. I mean, you'd think at some point he'd miss, and I think the same goes, and I think Gold's expecting that too, but again, he's not missing it. I think for Gold, it means that they might have to try a different strategy, because trying to force that back wall miss just isn't working here against Gold now at Black, as Helmet clears. Biden's around the corner. Plugs is reacting to it now, getting that one away. Koopa trying to keep the offense for Gold now at Black, but Eternal Vector. They have not 1, but 2 touches. Dunk from Koopa. Black, again, taking the time with the 50-50s, finding space, and now, again, they're on offense. But again, it gets cleared by Striker's Gold. Missed there. Koopa wanted that shot. He won't get the chance to it, though. Now in midfield, Plugs will defend his net. Jumping the wrong way. He, again, has to redirect that one out. Striker's Gold. And gotta be thankful with Plugs. He's definitely keeping them in this game. And making a lot of clutch plays on defense. He's got to make another one here. That one's on target. Plugs credited with there. And Eternal Vector down the field. Saved by Stridens. Gold now are Black. Holding on tight on defense. It's now time for Striker's Gold to attack. The Knights of Chaos team. Eternal Vector. Midfield for Dark Helmets. That one going all the way. Gold won't get back. Stridens with a goal. Knights of Chaos Striker's Gold got too confident. Got really aggressive. Dark Helmets. And no world should be challenging for that one. And he will pay the ultimate price. A goal against him. A goal that may start to lead to put this one out of reach here for Striker's Gold. Dark Helmets off the kickoff. And get it back, but it's off the back wall. Eternal Vector wants it. But again, the back wall has been probably the most secure place on defense for Black. Striker's Gold just cannot seem to catch a mistake from that team. As Plugs, 1-on-2, trying to get the flick. Dunked away by Stridens. Golnar Black misses that one. Dark Helmet clear, but only to Koopa. Dunk play off the corner. Bouncing. Plugs sends it out. Koopa, he'll not get the shot. Trying to keep it in. Dark Helmet now. Here comes Striker's Gold. Dark Helmet waiting. Trying to get it under. In front of the nets. Who wants it? Eternal Vector jumping. That one is slow. Plugs. Follow up. Everybody committing from Golden Black. But the defense prevails again and again. They're so tough to beat. Even for a team like Striker's Gold, who can bring the offense, can bring the heat. We've seen them do it this series. Golden Black, do not let them have those chances, those follow-up chances. Don't let them have a lot of chances in front of that net. That defense from Golden Black definitely saving them so many headaches this series. As now Plugs near angle! Oh my! Plugs! How does he find that shot? Right there. He's got Brass sitting in front of him. what he's doing is definitely working for this team for here for Plugs, but we need to see Artano Vector. We need to especially see Dark Helmet really show up on the goal scoring, and especially with more goals than just one here. You can see one for Dark Helmet. Plugs, though, again, he has one himself. Riker's gold. It feels like with that goal now, they've kind of lit a fire here under Golden Hour Esports Black. They want this one now. Artano Vector. Backfield, miss! Plugs couldn't shoot it. Koopa will send it away. Riker's gold. Further on defense, but they're definitely thinking about mounting that second attack. But will they even get the chance? Brass. Clear from Plugs. Down the field. Stridens needs it. Gets this. That one. Still in for gold, though. 10 seconds. In front! No shot came. Eternal Vector was trying to get it. Stridens. Midfield. Eternal Vector again alive. Another 1 goal difference. And Dark Helmet, he can't get another shot for his team. Golden Hour Esports Black on match points. Now we move to Game 5. Golden Hour Esports Black with a chance to win the series here. Again, when these two teams faced in the regular season, it was Strikers of Chaos, Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold who won 3-1 in Week 2. Obviously, this is a long time since Week 2, and it is a 7-week regular season. But it is Golden Hour Esports Black who are just pulling away. And what's really helped them, again, is that defense. 4 saves from Stridens. Stridens specifically has been a key factor to this team all along this series. He's scoring, he's assisting, he's saving. He's doing so much work for them. And now for Striker's Gold, the question really comes, especially I think to Eternal Vector, he didn't even get 100 points that game. A weak performance from a guy who I was really expecting to be one of the standout players in this series. He has not been that for this team. Golden Hour Esports Black now on match point. Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold need to find something. They need to really dig deep. A free game. They need to get 3 games straight. Something that is not very easy, but is done and has been done a lot. Actually, the 3-1 comeback. Quite a legendary comeback on the stream. It's happened so many times. This is a chance to make it happen. Here we go. We're back for another one. Does a 3-game comeback happen? Do these teams go to another game? Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold, it's all down to them to really prove that, yes, we can go to another game. Black doesn't want it, but that's a good shot from Plugs. And there was a demo on that backfield. I think it was from Jen, actually, who has subbed himself in here in replacement of Dark Helmet. Strikers Gold not happy with how the series is going, and now they're on match point. Jen bonus inside, subbing himself in. He is the captain. Trying to see if he will be the difference maker. There's Jen. Dribble. Gotta be careful of that 50 from Stridens. Jen can be an aggressive player. And again, what really impressed me the most out of him in his past is definitely his shooting. He is also a pretty solidly defensive player. We'll see, again, how this team can do with that. It's no Vector down the field, looking for Plugs. That one, not on target, but he did get Koopa the jump. Golden Black definitely feel a bit threatened here with that substitution, and still Plugs is making things work. It's no Vector! Bump play! Oh my Stridens! Knew that this one didn't have enough power in it. I love that second touch, but he knew that it wasn't enough. He then landed on Plugs. Down the field solo play. He gets it done by any means possible. Golden Hour Esports Black. 1 back in their favor, and of course, it comes from Stridens, who has been their most solid player throughout. Now, a double commit brash jump too. Jen, dribble, demoed by Stridens, meaning space now for Golden Hour Black, as he can now get that ball out, but Plugs trying to be quick to it. Stridens though, a little faster. Jen, clear. Wants it. Takes it. Cleared away by Brass. Plugs with the send right back in. Koopa. He finds his clear as well. Golden Hour Black. They use that speed here. Infield for Stridens. Plugs will jump up for it. And definitely meeting Stridens here in this game a lot. His Plugs and his Plugs, they're fighting each other a lot. They're definitely being matched up a lot in these games, and because of just how well they're playing. As Brass doesn't get it. Koopa to the sidewall. Stridens. Jen catches Stridens Slate, and this one will roll in. Stridens playing super well, but this one, he just did not jump early. You gotta jump earlier than that. You can't let Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold get that kind of a challenge on you when you're the last one back. It's a Chaos Strikers Gold. Force the series to go to another game. See if that happens. Jen, off the back wall. It's right into clears, Plugs. 50-50. That will roll its way midfield. Looking at the tunnel vector. That one won't be good. Now Jen, not on target either. Plugs. Koopa is waiting. Now again goes Koopa. Stridens. Back wall. Oh, a miss! And maybe the shot! That one didn't go. And Eternal Vector has the clear. Demoed by Stridens. Now he gets past Plugs. Golden Arrow Black. Again, they want this series to end quickly. They would love a Game 5 series end victory here, but Strikers Gold have a different plan entirely. Drop the sideball. Gen bonus inside missed. Plugs. That's past Stridens. Gold, again, Strikers Gold doing well at definitely limiting what Stridens can do. A lot of what he's doing is 50-50ing. Really able to get, shots and assists from that. Now in front, Brass with the save. Plugs now. Koopa. Let's see if he can fake Plugs, but Plugs still on it. He isn't leaving. Another 50-50 with Stridens. Bonara Black. Another way. Only one goal down. They just need to get that ball in the midfield. Eternal Vector. Gotta get it out, but Koopa has one, has two. Koopa now trying to set up Brass in front of the nets. Plugs. There. Strikers Gold always have a defender, I think, at the ready. At least in that play they did. And it's, again, kind of the reasons why these defenses can play well when they're in a lead. Confidence, knowing that you can win this game if your defense plays well. I think that helps these teams out. Strikers Gold have been holding this lead for a while. Just can't crumble at this point. Koopa wants it. Koopa in front. Jen with the block. In comes Stridens. That's also saved by Plugs. Golden Arrow Black thought they had it there with that free shot. But Plugs didn't let it. Now down the field himself. Koopa saves it. Here comes Jen. He can't put it on. Plugs. That one to the corner. As a Chaos Strikers goal, all it takes is one clear. And you can see Black start to flounder on their net. I don't know, Vector with some bumps. He kept Brass from being able to help out. And the continuous usage of bumps there will allow that net to, allow the defense to break down to the goal line. Strikers Gold, maybe this is their opportunity in this series as Brass miss, Plugs off the back wall. Really wants that second touch, won't get it. Game will continue with just a 2-goal lead for Strikers Gold. Not that they should be unhappy with that. They should be quite happy with it again, with the series going as badly as it has for them for so long. 2-goal lead is one that they definitely can be, they would definitely welcome in open arms. And Stridens misses this. Does get to Eternal Vector. Dunk from Koopa. Stridens. That's one. Plugs couldn't keep it out. Instead, out the Fisher from the back of his net. One much Black. It's just a simple attack. A lot of players kind of far apart for Strikers Gold, and it's Black who are faster at following each other up. Plug specifically just wasn't ready for that quick shot. The Stridens gonna be getting cleared by Jen. Brass gonna give Golden Arrow Sports Black one last chance, but Strikers Gold are not gonna let them have it free. That clear. Brass. Dunk. Going across the net. Brass. Brass! Oh! He does it himself! Brass! When there was no time left, he muscles through the defense! He had to go the entire length of the field to do it! But Brass gets it done! We go to overtime for only the second time this series! And now Golden Arrow Sports Black, if they score next, they win. They go to the finals. Midfield, Eternal Vector sends it out. Brass with the equalizer at 0 seconds. Black have a lot of work in front of them. Guidance can't reach it. Plugs clears. That's Koopa. Sent back in by Eternal Vector. Brass now bumped away. Jen. Ooh, he doesn't like that one, and sends it out. Plugs off the back wall. Eternal Vector wants it! And he gets it! Even with the 0-second goal, Strikers Gold, you couldn't keep them down for long. They win the overtime. And this series will be extended for at least one more game. Game 6 coming up. An overtime that Strikers Gold didn't want to have happen. There's an overtime that they will fight in, and we will get the success they asked for. Game 6. Again, we haven't had a best of series in such a long time, but this is so inviting. This is such a nice welcome back, I think. As here we go. Knights of Chaos, Strikers Gold, Golden Arrow Esports Black. Game 6. What more do these teams have in store? What more do Strikers Gold have in store? They still aren't able to win the series yet. Black can. There's, again, so much energy here from this Gold roster. With a win like that and an overtime like that, you can't help but feel a bit more confident. Feel like things are starting to turn your way. And now to use that confidence, help them out. Plugs to the side wall, bumping out Brass. Plugs still there, but bounce comes from Koopa. Now with the pinch, trying to find Stridens. Golden Arrow Sports Black trying to get Stridens involved as much as he can, because whenever Stridens is on the ball, he can make things happen. Koopa now in the corner. Challenging it is Jen. Strikers Gold keeping that same roster from last game. Every game being so close, being a 1 goal differential. This could be anybody's series, really. Golden Arrow Black, again, they're the ones with the advantage. They're the ones that hope to win with that advantage. Koopa. No second touch granted as Eternal Vector does have 2. He's now got down the field. Brass will just dribble it away from danger, although that's a really big double commit. Koopa clear. Plugs. Dropping his Eternal Vector. Wants it. 50. That's not on. It's off the post. Stridens. Trying to get that ball away. Golden Arrow Black now. The other side of the field. Open backfield. But Eternal Vector jumps in time. What was an open net for Black was quickly shut down. Strikers Gold trying to go the other way. Koopa. Jen there. And waiting. Pinch. Wait a second. Oh, Eternal Vector's just at the right place at the right time. That was an incredibly powerful pinch. And Black, you got to again, commending their creativity on offense. Knowing that the breakthrough Strikers Gold, you got to do something a little unorthodox sometimes. The Rangers doing it in that dunk. Not on target. Strikers Gold can breathe a sigh of relief. That's not the first time they've had a bit of a save here in this game on defense. As Brass over Plugs. Jen off the back wall. Has it, but he hasn't really got that far. Brass. Eternal Vector. Another save. Golden Arrow Black still fighting. Stridens off the back wall. Gonna see if Brass has it. That one's not on. Plugs. Shot in! Koopa! The captain's effort! It starts from Stridens. It ends here with Koopa. Golden Arrow Black. Using their speed to good use. You gotta appreciate just being able to put in that effort. Plugs. Doesn't have that. Eternal Vector sends it the other way. Stridens. 50-50. Going midfield. Jen wanted that. He hoped that Koopa could miss. But he owns. Now the other way for Golden Hour. Their shot's weak. Eternal Vector. Quickly gets that one out. Plugs the back wall. Well, Striker's goal's gonna be fast here, and they're gonna succeed with Plugs! He has it himself. It goes off the back wall, and in a rare opportunity, Golden Hour Black do not have that wall covered. One. The kickoff. Black couldn't get the shot there. Golden Hour really searching. Again, it feels like this is the kind of series that's kind of feeling it's like just out of their reach. They know they have what it takes. They just barely can't grasp at it. Golden Hour Black can see themselves on the finals. To do that, they need to win this game, and a series like this, it's so difficult. As Strident tries to clear, but Plugs off the back wall. Brass, what a save. Again, midfield, Eternal Vector. That one's off the bar. Brass clears it. Koopa was looking for that doink, but missed the ball entirely. Still, Golden Hour Black and maybe transition, but that missed from Brass. And Demo coming in on Strident. Eternal Vector in midfield. Brass, what a jump. Look at this from Gold. It's just not letting them, this Golden Hour Black team leave. Demo from Koopa. Strident. Oh, a strong shot. That's got past Jen, but Plugs has it. Eternal Vector sends it away from danger. Brass now off the ceiling. Jen. Dribble. 2 commit from Golden Hour. Backfield looking dangerous. In front. Pinch. Going. Clear from Brass. Plugs. Gotta get back to this one. Gotta waste some time. He's missed it. In front. Oh, Eternal Vector. Oh, safety net there. Now a bump! Is that gone in? No, it hasn't! Strident! Miss! Jen! The pressure got the Stridents! He didn't make the touch! The stronger player for Golden Hour Black, he was so good early on, but to see the miss there, we're starting to see a shift in the momentum. Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold! Game 7, within reach! Golden Hour Black. Koopa. Get past 1. Plugs. That's on target. Strident. Miss. Jen has actually kept it out here, and he's gonna try to waste less of the time. Plugs to the sidewall. Koopa. Dribble. Bumped. In front. Strident! They do it again! Clutch would be an understatement. Save those seconds. And again, GHE Black will not let up. Kickoff. Game 7 could be guaranteed here if Striker's goal can take it. But GHE Black, with an overtime goal, with a goal like that at 0 seconds, they want this series. They want the finals. There's so much resting on this next goal. Strident saves his team. Plugs the sidewall. Koopa pinch. What was so impressive about that 0-second ender was how low it was from Strident. It nearly hit the ground. It nearly ended this game for Gold. And yet, we're still here. Midfield. Eternal Vector sends it away. Koopa. Calm with it. But low boost. You'll have to throw it out and just hope that Striker's Gold can struggle with it, but they won't. They'll actually get the offense from it. Brass, though. Big challenge in that midfield. Jen. Brass now to the back wall. Eternal Vector won't let him see that second touch. Another overtime. This one, now I think being the... This one could be the longest overtime of the series. It's definitely starting to feel like it, says Brass. Sends it away. Plugs. Big clear. Brass jumping again. For Golden Hour Black. Off the sidewall. Bouncer. Plugs. Trident is waiting. Brass, multiple challenges, getting bumped around here. Golden Hour Black really have been on defense for a lot of this overtime, but all they need is really, again, all you need is one good chance, and you can make the most of it. As Plugs drop down for Jen. I mean, the same goes for Striker's Gold, though, and they know that too. They all they need is that one chance. They're trying to get as many as possible. From the corner, Koopa clear. Maybe a 2v1. That one a bit botched. No shot will come from it. Jen now, 1-on-1 with Koopa, but he's run out of boost. He can only 50-50 Swan and slow down the advances with Golden Hour Black. Plugs. Golden Arrow Black, if they score, they win the series. But Jen, shot! That takes it! Game 7, guaranteed! Strikers gold, 3-1 down now, have tied the series 3 each. This series has one more game in it. One more showing. One more decider. Champions Field. A historic map for historic reasons. And we get to go there to decide which of these two teams will have a chance at the trophy. Game 7. It is here or never. It is do or die. And it is this, and this is the field where champions are made, where legends are established, and where winners are found. 5 minutes on the clock, the last 5 minutes of the series. Strikers Gold have had to rebound from multiple late series equalizers. To get this far, it would be a shame for them to lose out, but what would be an equally as strong shame is if Golden Arrows Black having had what would be a triple match point if they can't close out the series. With such an advantage like that, winning the series is almost guaranteed for a lot of people, and yet they haven't been able to break through. But Stridens saved there on the goal line. Golden Arrow Black with the early offense, and no vector miss. Here comes Brass. Plugs. Oh, what a clutch play there, because no one else was going to be able to reach that one other than him. Strikers Gold was just wouldn't be able to save that one. No matter what Brass did, that was going in. Really, he wasn't missing his net. As Plugs, downfield, Koopa, little boost. Oh, he scrambles up his back wall to get there. Strikers Gold already making things difficult. 1 minute down, 4 to go. Time is going to be a huge factor in this one. How much time do these teams have? Stridens. They wanted a solo play himself. That backwards touch. Brass, quick shot. Plugs is waiting on the goal line. Koopa. Jen. Clear. Brass pinches it. Golden Arrows Black holding the offensive line. But there's chances. They're getting them, but they haven't scored them. And at some point, this ball will be cleared away by Strikers Gold. Koopa trying to hold it. He will do well. Again, the midfield. Here for GHE Black. That one won't be on target. Jen will 50 it out. Now, Golden Arrows Black maybe they can mount another counter. Koopa finds the target. Koopa will score first. And the goal now, Esports Black. Koopa just straight from the midfield. And he catches Jen overcommitting. And that's a chaos. Strikers Gold. They gotta make a comeback. Time now going to be extremely important. As Plugs has actually lost connection here. Wait a second, when did that happen here for Plugs? That's gonna be bad, but that's one for Eternal Victor! Baby! There's still life for them! That's a Chaos Strikers Gold! Even with only 2 players on the field, they know what they're doing. GHE Black. They have the advantage of players, but let's be real honest, that advantage may not mean anything here because Strikers Gold, they have so much momentum. It might as well act as another factor in this game, but that's off the back wall. Stridens doesn't shoot it. Here comes Brass. Strikers Gold still playing with only 2 players. We'll see if Plugs can reconnect. But Gold, I think at this time, it's just about holding off what Golden Arrows Black are doing. Jen. Off his back wall. Koopa, he's looking for the shot there. Still sacking. Brass will put it in back post. And for Strikers Gold, they've never really looked comfortable on defense. And now, with this, disadvantage, what are they to do? for Golden Esports Black, no, they're not giving them any time. They want this series to end. They know what this series means to them. Chance to make it into the finals again. Plugs joining back in. His team's only down by 1, so very likely he could come. Very likely that they can come back. In fact, it feels like this would be a great opportunity to do that. As Koopa clear Plugs down for Eternal Vector, who scored that first goal. Eternal Vector off the back wall. Plugs. Oh, he's not even gone close, but he's now giving it to Jen, who shoots it far. That save does come out as Eternal. That's going towards the net. Brass will now have that one. Plugs. Out for Jen, the captain. Trying to keep control, but Stridens clears. Plugs. Looking for Eternal Vector. Sends it down the field. Brass wanting to make sure that he can prevent the Striker's Gold answer. Plugs. In the midfield. Doing anything he can for Striker's Gold now that he's back in the field. So many options. So little time. Plugs. Off the back wall. No one there ready for the shot. Jen to the ball! And Jen! He is ready! Magnificent play at a magnificent time! Striker's Gold! Not going to give up anytime soon! When Iron Sweat's Black, well, they may have had the lead. Now they might be losing it. That shot! It's Plugs after jumping on in. The kickoff goes perfectly in his favor. And Strident just has to watch as that sails to his net. He has nothing he can do to stop it. Striker's Gold in the lead. They want the 3-1 comeback. A legendary comeback on this stream. It's happened numerous times before. Striker's Gold want to etch themselves into that comeback's history. There's no Vector. Corner clear by Koopa. Bullet GHG Black. They have some time. They have chances. More importantly, they just need to make sure they get themselves opportunities. Strident, quick one. Jen will read that one as he was kind of blocked by a lot of players there from GHG, rushing to get boost. I'm taking down Striker's Gold. Off the corner. Strident's missed. In front. Koopa. Keep his team calm here as I'm looking very, very low here. Desperation for GHG Black. GHG, can he finish it? Eternal Vector has that there. And maybe, just maybe, that's done it. No one in the net. And Eternal Vector, who sees it all by himself. He seizes the opportunity. 6 seconds on the clock. GHG Black gotta make an incredible comeback. This kickoff has to be in their favor. But it won't bounce well. Time will tick down. Striker's Gold moving to the finals. GHG Black knocked out of the tournament. Knights of Chaos, Striker's Gold, keeping their two tournament hope win. They're alive. Game 7 is theirs. It goes all the way to Game 7. They were down 3-1 at one point, but they made the comeback. And of course, it comes down to Game 7. What a match. What a way to end the night. Doesn't get much more scary as that. As again, we'll take a look at our schedule here. Again, only 2 matches, but both of them going to the final game. Game 5 with Nohit Esports losing to In the Rough, and then Knights of Chaos Strikers to Gold winning over GHG Black in a Game 7. Strikers Gold. Again, what a result. Nothing, I'm sure, nothing but excitement and happiness, I'm sure. What a way to end your season. Of course, again, we are going to have a quick interview with them afterwards, because we always have to. As again, a Game 7, it couldn't get much closer than that. I got hyped for it. There was a couple incredible goals from both sides, and it all came down to that final game, that decided everything. And today it was Knights of Chaos, Strikers Gold, who do find it. They find the winning touches. Again, we are going to quickly chat with these guys. Yeah, what a match. Just seriously an incredible series as welcome in. There, Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold. What a win. It's been a while since we've seen you guys, but it goes to Game 7. You had to make the 3-1 comeback. Jen, as the captain of this team, you have to be feeling ecstatic now that the finals are secured.
Yeah, we can possibly do back-to-back gold victory.
Again,
So
back-to-back.
Try our hardest.
Yeah, back-to-back. You guys won last season. You know, it wasn't easy getting there, and you really fought for everything you could, but again, you made it happen. You worked hard, you got through it, but it didn't start off that way. The start of the series really didn't go the way you wanted. Dark Helmet, you know, tell me about it. You were in most of those early games. What was it? What was it that was kind of holding you guys back? That, you know, after game 4, you guys kind of decided, you know, you guys made an executive decision to make some changes in that playstyle. What was in those first couple of games that you think just kind of was making it where GHG Black had the upper hand?
Pretty much me. I was all over the place. Yeah, I shouldn't have been in. So Jen made the call, which was a good call. Just a little late.
I think it was just in time.
Pretty
Personally,
much switch it up.
yeah, again, you say it was late. I think it was like just in time, at least for them. But again, you know, you come in, you make that change, and you really, again, it's a tough one. I know, to know that like you're getting subbed out, but I mean, you made it to the finals. It's a long road to make it to the finals. You beat them earlier in the season as well. Again, you know, Vector, you can probably remember from, I don't know if you remember week 2, but this was when you played these guys last. You beat them 3-1. I would assume it would be pretty close as well, but this one was even closer. Again, JG Black, our team that do play well in the playoffs. So, again, did they? I'm sure you're definitely worried because these guys definitely were playoff ready. What did you kind of do to prepare for you know, the playoffs, the semifinals here, or you know, because the competition only gets tougher when you make it into these do or die kind of moments.
Yeah, and we just did our usual warm up. We were playing just fine, and as soon as the game 1 hit, I don't know what happened. Kind of just shut off, went to sleep, but Ben was lively and woke us back up, and we were able to come back. And shout out to GHE Black, and they had us. You know, they had us, and they kind of sold. Not to, I don't know, but I'm happy that we were able to win and get this finals going. Give us a shot at 2 in a row.
Yeah, of course. Again, Ustav and Plug specifically, I know for you, this whole series, you're one of the standout players. Game 5, Game 6, you guys had leads. They were narrow leads. Every game up to Game 7 was a 1-goal difference. And then that 0 seconds, both those games, they had incredible efforts, but it felt like it did also come off of you guys maybe letting your guard down. It's so tough to rebound like that, you know, off a 0-second goal that is going to cut through, especially when it happens 2 times. But what did you guys tell you? What did you guys tell each other? What did you say to your team before those overtimes? Because once you got into overtimes, it felt like that goal didn't matter because you guys won both those games. Again, what did you guys gonna tell each other after those 0-second goals? Plugs has Plugs muted himself?
No,
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Again, did you hear my question or?
Can you say it one more time? Sorry.
Yeah, I can. Again, Game 5, Game 6. I'm sure you can remember those games. Those were the games where GHG Black scored those 0-second goals. With every game up to Game 7 having been a 1-goal differential, those goals really, really mattered. And again, it felt like you guys kind of let your guard down. And those goals, especially when you know, they can really cut through your confidence. What did you kind of tell your teammates before those overtimes? What did you guys talk about getting into those overtimes? Because once you get into those overtimes, you guys felt like you're like not phased at all. You didn't let those goals get to you guys, and you won both those games. What did you guys kind of tell each other?
I mean, we kind of just said it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it right now. All we can do is play to win, play to have fun.
Again, I love to hear that you're playing to have fun. But of course, again, your finals, you get to play against the winner of Infinity Kingdom and Venom Red.
It's
First
Infinity
teams-
Kingdom that won.
It is Infinity Kingdom. How do you know how much they won by?
4-1.
Ooh, 4-1. When you get to play Infinity Kingdom, they have not lost yet this season. In fact, they beat you guys in Game 5 in the regular season. In week 4. No, they swept you guys Actually, they swept you guys. So again, not a good history with these guys. You really need to. You're really gonna need to find a new strategy here. Jen, tell me again. You guys are gonna have a rematch in the finals against these guys. You really want to take them down. Anything you want to say about that upcoming match?
I mean, biggest thing is first thing we're gonna have fun, win or lose. So we're just gonna come out swinging and try our best.
Again, having
Yep.
fun. Yeah, I feel like again that's what it's all about. You guys ready? I think for anything here again. What a match! What a result! You guys move on. You guys have a lot more, I'm sure, ahead of you. One more match to claim the title. Of course, again, before we leave, of course, I'm gonna thank you again. Congratulations on your win. Thank you so much for booking me. But of course, do you have any shoutouts? We'll go down the line here. We'll start with plugs. Any shoutouts? Anything you want to say here to the stream?
Well, firstly, thanks to you, Sporty. I'm gonna give you a shout out. And my boy Anima Killer. He's been out here supporting me for a while now, and want to show my appreciation.
And I love to hear that again. The appreciation coming here again. Thank you so much for actually thanking me as well. It's been an incredible night, a late night, but I've loved it. Next up, we'll move to Dark Helmets. Is there anything you want to add on top of that?
I just want to thank Jen for giving me the chance to play. I mean, and Strikers of Chaos are giving me the opportunity to play with the North. So that's pretty much about it.
I mean, again, just something simple. You thank the org for helping out. Of course, well, next up, we'll move to Eternal Vector, probably the most recognizable player in this series. We've seen you on the stream a couple times. You always got something to say. What do you have to say to us here?
Just shout out to you, Sporty. It's always a pleasure having you cast us, and also shouting out to you for supporting us and supporting winning for Dakota. And shout out to my boy ZFX. I'm pretty sure he's out there. He was texting me the whole game. Come on, get your hand in the game and stuff. And
Is Ifix
that's
there
about it.
giving you the confidence to keep persevering even when the series got difficult. And of course, we can't forget about you, Jen, the captain of the team. Of course, you're gonna have the final word here. Anything you want to say to kind of wrap this all up?
Just like everybody else, thanks to you, Sporty, for casting. Thanks for everybody that came out and watched the game. Thanks for GHE Black for an amazing series. I mean, thanks to all everybody in here. We couldn't have done it, even no matter what happens next week. You know, we couldn't get this far without you guys. So thanks to everybody here, and I'm gonna try to get you, Sporty, to cast our final game.
I would love to see it again. I'd love to see the finals. I know. Again,
I think you casted our last season 2 final game.
Who'd you play?
GHA Red, no? They're
Nope.
called
Then I
No.
GHA
didn't.
Red.
Then I didn't.
No, it wasn't GHE Red. They named something else. It was with Luke. Yeah, Fort Lewis College. That's what it was.
Nope, I didn't see that then. I don't think I had any matches last season for you guys.
I think it was Tommy Buckets.
Tommy who had it. Ooh. Well, hey,
Yeah.
Hey, you're looking for
No
the
matter what.
2-time. Hey, it's
No matter what,
You get to-
you're so much supporting here, so I'm gonna try to get you.
We got to take down a group of GCs next week, so let's go.
Hey, again, you got a tough match with Infinity Kingdom. That's a good team. Again, but hey, you're on your route to trying to become trying to do the VP 2 in a row. Here, you're now only one match away. Again, congratulations on your win here, Jen. Eternal Vector Dark Helmet plugs. Congratulations on your win here against GHE Black. Have an amazing rest of your night.
Thanks, Marty. You too.
That was GHE Black here of the Knights of Chaos team. Sorry, not GHE Black. SOC Black. SOC. I keep saying GHE. It's because it's the Golden Hour Cup and it's all these GHE teams. SOC Gold. There's, again, all the players there of SOC Gold. Congratulations to them. Knights of Chaos Strikers Gold. Moving on to the finals to play Infinity Kingdom, who 4-1'd their match, which is one of my matches. I should also say big shouts to HVK Max. Thank you for the follow. Doing that again, thank you so much. Means a lot. Hopefully you're doing well out there. Again, that is it for all the action tonight. Thank you all so much. Means, again, a lot to me as, again, we'll be ending the night here. As, again, what a night of action. It's, again, been a nice time just being able to see you all. And that's will be it from me again. Hopefully everybody takes care. Again, we'll find a again, we'll find someone. Here we go. We'll get a quick raid going again. Hopefully everybody is doing well. I'll see you guys again another day very soon. And thank you all so much for joining me so late at night. I'm gonna be going off to sleep. I'll be back. I'll be back very soon for more Rocket League action. Stick around for more from the Spodia stream.